Welcome back, Nuggets. This mother Clucker's got some thoughts. Let's ruffle some feathers and get into this live stream. Hello, everybody. My goodness. So are we at the point where I have nearly 50 people watching just at the click of go streaming? Thank you. I am so honored. Hello, everybody. Let me just catch up. Who have we got here? Hey girl, please. Hi. Telling me to hurry up. Hi, LB. Thanks so much for being in here, modding. Hi, French. Hi, Furball. Hey, Darkwick. Hello, Morphe. Hello, KRH Writes. Hello, Kex. You can be present. You got your writing done early. Oh. An organized nugget. I love it. Darkwick, chicken butt, chicken butt. Hi, Gwen. Hello. Hello from Texas. Hi, Cats. Hi, V. Hi, Texas girl. Oh, howdy. Hi, King. Hello, everybody. Hi, Loretta. Hi. Arcatilla? Arcatilla. Hello. Hi, everybody. How are we doing today? And, oh dear. Did I accidentally press enter? No, I didn't. Okay. All right. Let's get into this stream. Hello, everybody. So, we've got a few things to go through at the beginning. Yes, we do. Because I'm going to need all of your help with something. Sorry, one moment. Goodness, the throat is doing so well. First thing, I don't have my voice tea. That's what's going wrong. Oh, I'm your safe place, French. So glad to hear your voice. Thank you so much. Somebody left the most lovely comment that fully made my day on my, the giveaway live stream, which, by the way, I'm doing a merch giveaway. All you have to do is go to, this live stream here and comment which of my chickens is your favorite and why, and the top 3 community rated posts will get a merch pack. But somebody left a comment on that saying that I was their favorite chicken because I got them through a tough time, and I'm like, oh, that just made my day so much. I love that I can help you all through things. I've definitely used reaction channels for that in my life, and yeah. I want to win. And for those of you saying that you don't want to pick a favorite, I understand that sentiment. Maybe you could enter by not picking a favorite, but picking a standout, a story that stands out. You're only entering if you can win a whole chicken. I'm sorry to tell you, Cat, no. You cannot have my chickens. They are mine. Hi, Joke. Hey, Dancer Gal. Hello. Okay, so if you notice the words at the top of this live stream is follow my socials, justice for salty. Now, oh, hello, Helen. Thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. So, what I would like you to do right now, if you would like to, oh gosh, my voice. Sorry, I'm doing some vocal exercises when I mute to try and clear it, but it's just not playing ball today. So a few of us are kind of cooking something up to try and make some noise to hopefully help Salty out. And I don't know if it's going to be enough, but I think anything is worth trying at this point. So what I would like you to do right now, if you have to leave the stream, that's okay. I'm going to talk through some things so you won't miss much. But stop right now. Go to your social platform of choice. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Please go follow me over there. I'm Vera the Chicken on everything, but we're about to start doing something. So make sure you turn your notifications on, even if it's just temporarily. I get that they're annoying. But basically a call to say, watch this space. And Also, while I'm at it, I will say, Salty did respond to me, and she's so lovely, but she said she's actually been catching the replay of these live streams. And I don't know if you want to give a little bit of Salty love that she can see in the chat right now in case she sees this, but we really want to just try and make some noise for her, and I'll talk through that very, very shortly. How did I get into owning chickens? Where I am at the moment, I can't have quote unquote pets. And when we moved to the country, we're like, we were hoping to get some chickens, and they're like, oh no, chickens aren't pets, go nuts. So yeah, we did. Yeah, there's that Salty love. If you're watching, Salty, we love you, and I hope you come back with pincers swinging. Look at that. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. So I've said multiple times before that I am a Salty spawn, for sure. She was one of the major channels that inspired me to get into all of this. And you can probably see some similar aspects that I took inspiration from. But what's happened, now hopefully everybody's come back and, you've followed me on the socials. Also, if you're not following Charlie Gold on X, her name is Charlie Gold, except the A in Charlie is an X, so CHX, Charlie Gold. She's already started making some noise over there. We just want to try and kind of make some noise for YouTube to try and change some things, because basically what's happened is, if you didn't see this, and thank you so much, LV, for posting this on my community tab. Salty's appeal was officially denied, and she wrote this: please forgive me for being silent for so long. Finding out that my channel I've put my heart and soul into for 3 years was gone, not because of anything I said, but because of other people's words, was such a shock that it's taken a few days to gather my thoughts. So we do have confirmation that it was the LCU clips in her videos, not her commentary doing it. Thank you to everyone who has reached out to me. And again, I apologize for not responding. Having people who understand what a huge loss this was to me helped so much. And to almost, I love the Salty sass, to almost all the other creators, those of you who've left supportive comments, those of you on Reddit and other forums, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Though it's been difficult to watch the videos and read all the comments, my sister has been sending me lots of the comments made, and they have truly helped me get through this. I know this may sound super dramatic, but that channel was like my baby in some ways. I don't think that's dramatic at all, by the way. Gothic Doll, thank you so much for following on Twitch. I don't think that's dramatic at all. I totally understand that sentiment. Like, your channel is something that you nurture and fuss over and, watch it grow, and you do get that kind of attachment. I agree with that. And for it to be gone so quickly, and along with it, all of your comments over the years, it felt like a death in some ways. As for my future as a creator, who knows? It's hard to want to start all over again from the beginning, knowing that YouTube can just choose to take it all away from one creator while another creator can do the same, if not worse, and their channel stays. And that's true, because we know LCU is worse, and everybody uses these clips. This is not just Salty. Sorry, I'm ignoring the chat just for a moment. I won't be long. I can say that I will never leave Girl World. I have always been the first and foremost a viewer, and will remain one, for as clucked up as this community is. I love it, and I'm sure most of you have found out it's almost impossible to leave. Thank you again for your support. It's truly meant the world to me. So knowing what I know about corporate, knowing what I know about the way these things move, basically what I think has happened here, because it does look unjust, doesn't it? where the LCU can stay up and then Salty gets taken down with such like reckless abandon. I mean, it seemed like a massive overreaction for what happened. And as you know, I've talked about that that YouTube has implemented a new AI moderation system. Like, they've always used AI, they've used AI for some time, but they changed the way it worked in January. And I think, I have a sneaking suspicion, it's a gut feeling just based on the way my lives work compared to videos. I suspect that lives are being moderated in a different way, at least for now, than what actual videos are. So if you look at the LCU, they're all lives, and Salty was making videos. And I think that might be a little bit of the difference, just a hunch. I can't prove it. But like, just knowing how things work and how things are structured in the background, I just an inkling. So basically, hello, Sassy Queen. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. You're saying this because you took a gander, no judgment? Oh, what did you say? No Twitter link for those who are interested? Sorry, I'm just catching up. Okay, so what we're kind of aiming to do, I'm taking Charlie's lead on this because I have some skills, but she has a massive platform compared to me, so it's not quite out yet. But basically, we want to make noise on every single social media platform. And I've also found a way that we might be able to make some noise to YouTube itself. So these links, I'm going to put them in a pinned comment as well. Oh, did that work? Sorry. There we go. That one should work. Not the first one. I'll get rid of that. Remove. That brings up a contact form to YouTube. And what you need to do, I'll just zoom in on this. How to fill it out is really simple. And I'll put a timestamp in the description for my replay nuggets. So if you just want to like bring this up and pause it here so you can copy it to fill it in, it's super easy, super fast. And basically what we're saying is AI moderation has made a mistake. It's not looking at context. We need a human review. We need human eyes on this, and we want it to be escalated to a human to look at this. So under select channel not listed, because the drop down will bring up your channel and then channel not listed. So we want to talk about Salty's channel. So select that one. The channel URL for Salty is just basically youtube.com/@saltythecrab. That was her YouTube channel. And then tell us what we can help with. You can copy this verbatim or just something in the vein of we need a human review. So I put Salty the Crab terminated by broken AI, 60 plus sub creator, automated appeal denied, need human review. This is so important that we try and get human eyes on it. And I don't know if we're going to be able to, but we're going to cluck and try. Let's go over your beautiful, majestic feathered chicken. Thank you. But like, I don't feel like I'm doing anything special. This is like, it's the right thing to do. This was wrong. So this is what we do. Ridiculous appeal got denied. Yeah, so the way AI systems, it's tricky because I think that people think AI systems are going to think like we do. But the thing is, what the AI is clearly malfunctioned on the first lot of strikes anyway. But then when you appeal, essentially what it's doing is saying, okay, AI, please check that the previous AI didn't make a mistake. So it's not necessarily that it's getting a reevaluation completely, but more kind of doing a double check on itself. So that has then come back. We need humans to look at it going, oh yeah, no, clearly they were clips, and this creator can just go, I'm not going to use those clips anymore, right? It's not the creator themselves that was the issue, and that's why we need humans on it, not AI, because AI can't make that kind of reasoning right now. At least you can get some lurking in before D&D. Thanks, Nox. Thank you so much. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, LV. Do you also mind linking Charlie? Because she's already starting to make some noise over there on X. Just CHX Charlie Gold, like no A in Charlie. So, yeah. So, look, hopefully I really encourage you, because once you go through this process and you can see it's fairly straightforward, you basically just select whether you want to be responded to in chat or email, and all you need to do is just keep insisting that this needs to be escalated to a human. We need a human. And so, yeah. So please do this if you'd like to help. The links are in the chat, the live chat. I'll just pop it again in YouTube because it's moved on a bit. But I'm also going to put it in the description when we're done here and in a pinned comment. So we can go from there. Actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I should probably just chuck it in the description now for YouTube. One moment, please. I shan't be long. Typing noises, I'm sorry. Okay, that should work. I think I've put it, I think it worked. Okay. You wish it would be on another platform. Oh no, that's okay, Heather Bryant. So everybody, I am on every platform pretty much except Facebook. So just pick your platform of choice, search for me, Vera the Chicken. I'm Vera the Chicken everywhere. Just pick a platform, follow me on it. And what you're going to be looking for is a post that looks like this. So I've done up a really easy to follow little infographic that basically once I'll put it up on mine, and Charlie I think is going to organize some other people as well, and you just look for it and you share the cluck out of it and tag the relevant people. So it doesn't have to be X, it can be anywhere. We just want to make some noise. That's what matters. So, obviously, I think Salty is feeling quite devastated. I think you can understand how that would be the case. And she's, I guess, currently deciding what she wants to do moving forward. And whatever she decides, we'll be there to support. I should have put X on my screen here, but I forgot. Rally the Chicken Coop, I know. We are an impassioned group, so that's just what I wanted to go through with that. I still don't necessarily, thank you so much, LV, for all of this. I still don't necessarily think that it was an attack done by Keem. Why Keem is not being hit, like I say, I do suspect that the lives are being moderated differently, but also, I don't know if you've noticed, Keem takes stuff down. He edits, he removes, he fully takes down lives if they're problematic, and perhaps his unknown contact in YouTube is actually, that's where his superpower is, because if he is getting struck, maybe his advantage is getting human eyes on it immediately. But it's totally unjust. Like, to have your channel terminated over something like the LCU is nothing short of ridiculous and absurd. Yeah, Keem knows how to work YouTube TOS. Yes, that's right. And like, I've seen a couple of you saying that he leaks that the things are scripted. And that makes sense, because there's actually a point in TOS where it says that you can have scripted shows that have a lot more lenience, because then it kind of comes under parody or comedy and things like that. So yeah, he does. He really does. Hello, Alistair. Hi. So, like I say, I don't know if it'll work, but I would really appreciate everybody's help. Go follow me on your preferred platform and wait for, where did it go? Something that looks like that. That is your call to action. There are some support situation type deals going on all over platforms. I love that. At the very least, you let your stupidity remain visible. I love that. I'm totally with you there, Belinda. I do the same thing. Hey, Jane. We're just doing a little bit of a Justice for Salty movement. If you go back, like, how long have we been doing this? Maybe 10 minutes or so. I run through the whole thing, but I'm going to put everything in the description and in a pinned comment at the end of this so everyone can find it. Find what we're doing. But this is worth a shot. So hopefully you will join me in supporting Salty. But for now, how's this poll going? Rachel ever so slightly winning this. Usually it's a landslide for Rachel. Goodness. Salty's not the only person going through this. We should combine forces with Side-Eye Guy people. Did he get taken down for LCU clips as well, or is this different? Yep, the boys are joining in. Rosie, thank you so much. The chook's right at dawn. Yes, well, you know, they are raptors, so that should sound much more fearsome than it does. Oh, fantastic, Jane. You'll rewatch later. You like Salty? Yep. All the instructions will be in there anyway, so. Rachel thinking she's a skinny legend. The debunking community is getting hit too. Yeah. See, that's why I really don't think it's a Keem thing specifically. I think it's an unfortunate coincidence that's happened to Salty. But I really believe to my core that this is more about the lawsuit and age restrictions going on. Because let's not forget that 2 days before Salty went down, YouTube went to trial. So I think they're tightening things up, and they're tightening things up specifically around conditions that I can't even allude to, and also bullying and that kind of thing, because it's all geared towards protecting minors, right? Never mind that I can do an entire video talking in detail about paraphilic disorders, and that's okay. Yeah, no, children can hear that. That's fine. I really thought I was going to have to pull that video and put it back up again, but no, that one's okay. Okay, so let's get to shall we do a quick Rachel check on stats? Lily, thank you so much for that super chat. You just want to say you love that I review Rachel and you love listening to me while working. Oh, thank you. You're very relaxing to listen to. Thank you so much. That's very generous. Thank you. I'm glad that I can be background noise for someone. It's always a little bit surreal to me when people use me for like the sorts of things that I use reaction channels for. It's like, oh, it gives me a little ooh. So Rachel's stats are interesting. Blackface is apparently okay with YouTube. Yes, apparently. It's scripted. It's parody. It's fine. Also, hello, Creeds. You've recently heard live streams don't count towards watch times? Oh, I don't know if it... No, I'm pretty sure it does. I'm not sure if it counts towards the actual watch time number. That might be what you're talking about. But as far as advertisers are concerned, we still get paid the same. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they do count, though. I'm pretty sure. Because you can even get watch time from shorts and things like that. So, yeah. You love my accent? Thank you so much. I made it myself. I'm a background comfort creator. I love that. Thank you. So Rachel's stats are interesting. She did remove another video, but whenever it's one, we don't know, because it could be that she wasn't sure if it was going to be left up or age restricted, so it might have been sitting there in the background and then deleted. You'll see that on mine from time to time. But what I do find interesting is this 49.7 is staying really stable, like really, really stable. So would YouTube still pay Keem if he takes the streams down? He would be paid for the views that happened before it was taken down, but not like if he left them up, like, you know, all of the replay nuggets that watch my streams, I earn revenue from all of those watches. So it's not just revenue that comes in for the stream while it's live, but then it kind of gets treated like a video once it's up there. So you think Obese to Beast commented that live streams are the easiest way to get watch time? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I want to say I'm 90% sure that they do count towards watch time. So, yeah. And specifically why I'm talking about Keem earning revenue from ads is I have a feeling that that's the way their pay structure is set up. I have a feeling that the hosts earn like from the memberships and the super chats that come in while it's live, but Keem then gets all of the ad revenue, which would be huge amounts afterwards. Lives, because they're long in nature, earn a lot more than like shorter videos. A watch is a watch, live or replay. Yeah, at least that's what you'd always thought too. Yeah, cool. And it's why I say the replay nuggets actually make a really big difference to me when they rewatch the lives. All of you obviously live when it's happening are critical as well, but we shouldn't dismiss replay. Replay is very important as well. Speaking of that, Elfie, no problem. Catch the replay. Keem got upset Amber went live and she's not allowed to do that. Yes, I was so interested to see that, and we are going to get into Rachel. I just wanted to talk on this. So I heard that apparently they're not allowed to go live on their own channels. What I want to know is, does that also mean that they can't make videos, or maybe Keem just sees the lives as a direct competition to what he's doing? And if that's in their contracts, why the cluck would you sign that? Like, especially in Amber's position where it's like she actually needs to be uploading. So why would she sign that unless he is just saying no lives, only videos? They can make videos? Yeah. I don't know. I don't like that. I feel like that is a level of control over self-autonomy that is not, it's not good. It gives me the ick, my nuggets. I get both from you. You listen to my stuff constantly. Oh, thank you so much, Verbal. Yeah, you didn't realize it was an issue. You heard Keem said to post videos, not lives. Yeah, so he sees lives as a competition, which makes no sense because, oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because what he's trying to do is create a 24-hour live platform, where you can go to one of his channels at any given point. So if somebody else is live, that's a direct competition to one of his shows. That is clucked. I hate that. I hate that so much, down to my core. Also, fun fact, Scooter did a live on his channel about a month ago randomly. Don't know if that was a way out. Interesting. Amber probably wasn't looking at the future. Yeah, when is she ever? She needed dollars ASAP. She, I would imagine, probably is starting to want to get out of the LCU. Keem also threatened to suspend Amber if she didn't come to Fat Camp, which means she will go without pay for the duration. Jeez. Yeah, okay. Well, honestly, outside of Amber, as far as the LCU is concerned, I really could not give a cluck. I just couldn't. I don't care about it. I think it's all scripted. I think it's all fake. It's ridiculous. And all of this drama that's happening around them, I think is just part of it. I don't think any of us should take it seriously. So that's my thoughts anyway. It wouldn't surprise you at all. The behavior of LCU is deplorable. Did you see Studio Deets is back covering ALR? No, I didn't. Let's see what Studio Deets is doing. Oof. Still going down. Jeez. Jeez, if she's not careful, she's about to drop below 7,000. That's so heartbreaking to see. Just really badly handled. Really badly handled. You love that the belly there chicken noises in the background. I'm really glad. Some people find them annoying, funnily enough. Okay, so let's do Rachel's video. We should, if we're...
Hello, welcome back.
Hey, I did not say speak, madam. We might be able to get through both of these videos that I wanted to do today. We'll start with Rachel. And we'll speed her up just a scooch. So this is a video entitled Amberlynn Called Me Skinny. It's had 23,000 views, which, as I've said before, this is low for what Rachel was enjoying prior to all of this rubbish going down. But it's still a lot better than her feminism arc. And you can see that the ratios of like to dislike are getting a little bit more normal. So I don't think that people are really hate watching this anymore. Deet's response is what got her the heat. Yes, the apology video. She was very blatant. She didn't do anything wrong. Yep. Hector Kana, I saw an upload from today. Actually, he's certainly going a different direction these days. Body cam and true crime. It looked like he couldn't be asked to watch any. Yes, he actually came back doing that the day after I did his video. And I find the choice completely illogical and confusing. And I think he's a ridiculous human being. Lily, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. I appreciate that. My goodness, you sent me a super chat before subscribing. That is some dedication. Thank you. Oh, is Amberlynn aware of Rachel? I think the problem with Deets too is she had less followers, so the drop-off was bigger. Yeah, I think percentage-wise, it was probably similar to Rachel, but the gravity of it is so much bigger because it's so much harder as a channel of like 8,000 to gain subscribers than it is of a channel of 50,000 to gain subscribers. So it, even though percentage-wise it's the same, the weighting of it was different. So yeah. Anyway, let's watch Rachel, shall we?
Amber Reed calls me skinny, which, as you can imagine, I took as a compliment, although I suppose compared to her, we're all skinny. But there are a couple of things I want to cover before we get into that live stream. The one we're going to watch is the most recent Locale Bus live stream from last night. It's this live stream here. So we're going to watch that in a second. Well, we're going to watch the apathetic facts cut of it, which contains the most important parts. First, I just want to touch on a couple of things. Both of these things are cat related. The first one is in a live stream, which I haven't covered, which was, I'll put which one it was. I think it's this one here. In that live stream, Keemstar, who obviously, as you guys know, is the guy who runs the LCU, he's Amber's boss, made this AI video where Amber is depicted ending the life of a cat. Now, I have seen loads and loads of uproar about this. I don't know how much this has been covered by other reactors, but I saw it and was like, what the actual hell?
I'm unaware of this. What? Like, as in AI video? What is this? How have I not come across this? Hello, Maple. First time catching a live. Can't wait to see what shenanigans unfold with Rachel. Always love your commentary. Thank you so much. Keymate. Ew. It's ew. Really? I will not be watching it. I don't like that. What a wonderful use of our world's resources. To do this. What? Yeah, I'll play it back again. But I won't be watching the video. I don't like that at all. Not at all. Talk about it on Lolcow Crypt. Oh, man. Belinda, I don't even like watching LC Bus, and that's got Amber, somebody that I cover on it. I'm definitely not going to watch anybody else's. Hello, Roosters. Yeah. You couldn't watch it. It upset you too much. I hate it. I hate that so much. Like, I'll replay because LV wanted to hear it again. Hang on.
Hello, welcome back. In the live stream that we're about to watch, Amber Reed calls me skinny, which, as you can imagine, I took as a compliment, although I suppose compared to her, we're all skinny. But there are a couple of things I want to cover before we get into that live stream. The one we're going to watch is the most recent Locale Bus live stream from last night. It's this live stream here. So we're going to watch that in a second. Well, we're going to watch the apathetic facts cut of it, which contains the most important parts. First, I just want to touch on a couple of things. Both of these things are cat related. The first one is in a live stream, which I haven't covered, which was, I'll put which one it was. I think it's this one here. In that live stream, Keemstar, who obviously, as you guys know, is the guy who runs the LCU, he's Amber's boss, made this AI video where Amber is depicted ending the life of a cat. Now, I have seen loads and loads of uproar about this. I don't know how much this has been covered by other reactors, but I saw it and was like, what the actual hell? I'm not going to play the clip itself because it's very graphic and I'm amazed that it's been allowed to stay on YouTube. So I don't want to put it on my channel as well. But basically, Amber picks up this cat by the neck and throws it against the wall.
I don't even like hearing that. I know it's fake. I'm aware. Intellectually, I'm going to skip this bit if everybody's cool with that. She's got sections. I don't want to hear about cat stuff. I just don't. It affects my psyche and affects me, like, it affects my mental well-being long term, even though I know it's fake. So we're going to skip just to the next section of her video. That's absolutely disgusting and appalling, and the low opinion that I had of Keem to begin with, I didn't know it could get lower, but yet here we are. Well done. Well done, Keem. You disgusting human on the internet. Yes, skip. Hello, cat lady over on Twitch. Hi. Yeah, leave animals out of it. Yeah. Not on my channel. This is a place where we build animals up, not... Yeah. I really should look at these before I play them, shouldn't I? Yeah, go cuddle. Go cuddle. I'm gonna go get a chicken. Oh, let's just skip it. We can take our minds off it. We'll go to Scooter/ALR Performative Sadness. That sounds better, doesn't it?
I'm sorry, but respectfully, I do not judge.
He's still going. Well, like, that's not an excuse.
I mean, I think I can understand that the travel for Amber would be harder physically than it would be for Tina, who is missing part of one of her legs, or for Boogie, who has, I don't know if it's diabetic neuropathy or whatever. Amber has very severe lymphedema, so her legs are already full of fluid, and if she sits too still for too long or in a cramped position or whatever, her legs would get even more swollen, become incredibly painful, and potentially she could risk a blood clot. I mean, she's already at risk of a blood clot anyway, but it's higher when you travel. So I can kind of
I just need to do a chicken check. So I'm gonna leave this playing, but I won't be long. Vera isn't a human, she's a chicken. The journal proves it, literally. Thank you for 1 month, Creed. Thank you.
understand why, in terms of the physical travel, it would be very difficult for her to go. But if that's the reason, then say that, and say that from the beginning. Your legs are only bigger now than they were when you joined the LCU. So trying to pretend that she was going to do it all, she was going to go through all that suffering for the benefit of Scooter, but now Scooter's not going, so she's not going. It's fake that she would pretend that she was ever going to go. But just admit that. If you're not going, say the reason you're not going. Stop pretending that it's some other reason. It's just not true. Classic Amber to just not be honest.
I'm not going. So, sorry, someone said she was never going to go. Yes, I was.
Okay.
Yes, I was. Me, Scooter, Gigi, all had it planned. I have a fucking suitcase that should be showing up any day now because it was a new suitcase I was bringing to Fat Camp. My ass was going. Sorry.
That's definitely not true. Like, I can't prove it, but I just feel in my soul that that's not true.
But now I'm not. So.
Like, you not going is affecting my ability to go. Like, and now you're robbing the fans of the content they wanted to see. Like,
So Amber has officially announced she is not going to Fat Camp, which is interesting, because this entire storyline has revolved around her potentially going. The build-up, the discussions, the negotiations, the medical exemptions. And now, she's out. See, Girl World pretty much knew from the beginning this was never going to actually happen, but I do think Keem genuinely believed this was going to be the centerpiece, the main event.
I mean, if Keem believed that, then he's a silly sausage. If he really thought she was ever going to go, then, you know, in a sense, more for him, because it was so obvious that was never going to happen.
Because whether people want to admit it or not, Amber wasn't just a participant, she was the attraction.
Absolutely.
Have you ever seen my legs?
No, I've not seen. Oh, actually, I have today. People have been sending me screenshots.
Hello, Kex. Thank you so much. Welcome to the clucking crew. Chickens are okay. I have 2 broody silkies at the moment, and they all pile into the nesting box together, and one of them is trying to lay, and so she's trying to get into the nesting box where there's already these 2 broody silkies, and broody silkies are no joke. Okay, they're very cute and fuzzy, but they are fierce. Slightly different opinion that I haven't heard anyone talking about, doesn't mean it hasn't existed. I am not the beacon of all knowledge, unlike some people. Is that I might actually argue that Amber shouldn't do Fat Camp because she's at a point where I don't think she should be doing any of that without medical supervision. This is a very dangerous predicament that she's got her body into, and I don't think Fat Camp with Keem, where they want to push them until they, you know, throw up and things like that, it's not a good idea. Your Silky is broody too. I mean, let's be honest, Countess, when a Silky's not broody? Really? They're very maternal little beings. Chookin won over Dinosaur. They are getting fed and given Chookin feet buns. Who's the loser now? Bye. She could really injure herself or worse. Like, especially since it's going to involve a trip as well, and that involves risk of blood clot, and there's already immense pressure on her heart, and I don't think it's a good idea to be doing this willy-nilly. Like, yeah, I do agree that, well, in Amber's situation, probably exercise is less of a priority than getting diet on track, but I don't think that anybody in this particular state should be doing it without medical supervision. often people with this condition and the opposite condition have trouble when they get healthy, as it puts a strain on their damaged body. Yeah. In like Eugenia's end, it becomes a refeeding issue, but yeah, this is precarious. This actually, in all reality, this is actually a medical emergency that she's been in for years. Which is weird to think about, because when we think about medical emergencies, we think about something that is acute in the moment, right? But hers is a unique situation where it's, I don't know, it's been like that for a very long time. And for that matter, Chantal as well is in that state. Yeah. I studied exercise science at university. Full disclosure, I didn't finish that degree. Shit went down with my mother and I had to drop out, and then I moved on with my life. I didn't go back. So, you know, that's upfront compared to some people, but I still studied quite a few of the classes. I made it a good chunk of the way through. And realistically, people in this state, they recommend just start with the diet, you know, maybe some light weight exercises with the arms, but nothing too intense, like, you know, walking or anything. We totally love you regardless. I belong here. Thank you, LB. Oh, there's no shame in it, is it? I still accumulated the knowledge of what I studied. I still passed all of those courses. I just don't have the actual degree at the end of it, and I haven't needed it. My life went a very different direction after freeing myself from my mother. Oh, and by the way, studying exercise science when you are in the grips of a condition, really not a good place to be. Very, very unhealthy. Wonder what point APS could step in? Well, I mean, I guess at the moment it's all free will, really. Like, what can they do? She's an adult running her life the way she wants to. Furball, I love that. Exercise is for muscles. Weight loss happens in the kitchen. Rachel has a degree and she's one of the most ignorant, uneducated humans I've ever seen. Yeah, I actually have known and currently know people that are in Amber's kind of state. And it is a conscious giving up that happens, in my experience. You are way better chookin' than that lady, not calling her mother. She doesn't deserve it. It's funny, in my personal life, I call her by her first name. I don't want anybody knowing who she is because she is stalky and litigious, and so I'm kind of protecting her identity, and that's why I say my mother. I can't say my mom because that, I think, insinuates love and care. But yeah. Let's keep going.
It's scary, right?
I don't know if it's scary. It's concerning, I'd say.
That's so funny. It is concerning.
Did they fall off from standing up?
No!
Yes, the earthquake. Both hands.
The other hand, too.
God, that was
There
hard.
we go!
I'm so skinny now.
I'm sorry, but her legs must hurt so bad.
The fat cam
Those
activities. What,
exercise-
is that a lot? Is that a lot of effort?
No.
Okay. Because
She's sitting there out of breath, and it's like, no. We skipped forward. How did this happen? I'm so sorry. Where were we? Must have pressed a button.
Believe what they want to believe, and
What are they called? Scripts leaked from the LCU. There was one that was a Queen's script that somehow
Apologies,
got
my
leaked
nuggets.
somewhere. If you
Jeez,
go look
one
for it, I'm
job.
sure you can find it. This is all fake and
What is TW? I'm not down with the kiddos, LV. If she falls, it's a really serious situation. Sometimes I move through my life, just my normal, movements during the day. I do a lot of like, country living kind of stuff. What is the trigger warning? Oh, right. Gotcha. I swear, live streams make me sound so much dumber than I am. I'm like, I ask, what is TW? Trigger warning, trigger warning. What is trigger warning? You can tell my brain is in multiple places at once. You're wondering too. Yeah, so you were emancipated at 16, so your bio mother is mother, yeah. And your late partner's mum is mum, or bonus mum. She's still there for you. Oh, that's great. I'm smart, chucking. No, seriously though, if you're ever watching a live stream and you think the creator is seeming a little bit dense, do give them a little bit of leeway, because there's actually so many things that we're looking at and monitoring at any given time. And it's like, you can literally ask a question, forget that you've asked a question, see people answering it, and then wonder what the cluck they're talking about. It's like, it's just that the attention is so spread. So yeah, give live streamers a little leeway. Just a bit.
All scripted. And there are some parts of Amber's crash outs which are real, but there's no reason to think that any of this is real. Scooter quits all the time, but people gooning and stuff in the chat is so true. Like in the on the LCU Discord, I know people who are in there, they send me stuff, I see a lot of stuff. There are people being like straight up fully racist, and no one gives a fuck. Like, it's just embarrassing.
It's the pattern.
So you can take your pattern and shove it up your butt. There's no script here. This is all real. I have never scripted anything. My scripts, I don't even know what you mean they've been
Okay,
leaked.
thanks,
What the
LV.
fuck does that even mean, first of all?
Yeah,
You guys
and she doesn't script it. She gets sent it to her by Keemstar. And it's not a physical, written out script with actual lines, but it's like, this is going to happen, then this is going to happen, then Amber's going to...
Okay, Rachel right now is doing what I think I hate most about Rachel. And that is, she speaks about things definitively as though she knows and as though she's seen it. Now, if she has seen these scripts and this is what she knows, that's one thing. But if she's just heard people talking about it, that's another thing. If you haven't actually witnessed it, she still doesn't understand the difference between proof and speculation, objective and subjective. And the fact that I keep harping about this is ridiculous, because we're like, 5 months down the track now and she still hasn't bothered to educate herself. I also theorize that this is how it goes. I'm speculating. I don't know. I haven't seen the scripts. Why not just say that this is how I think it happens? She's mansplaining. I know people who are in the LCU Discord. Translation, Rachel is in the Discord. Little Owl, also hello. I thought exactly the same thing when she said that. She really just wants to seem like the overall authority of any topic. She really does. That's the vibe. Like, personally, I find comfort and I think there's power in being able to say, I'm not sure, but this is what I think. Or I'm not completely positive on this, but I'm going to do some research, right? I feel like there's power in being able to say that, because just for the fact that if it turns out that you're wrong, you can say, yeah, I thought there was a chance that I might be, and I was upfront about that. So now I know. Rather than, if Rachel is proven to be wrong using this kind of language, it's a very, what were you doing? What the cluck is wrong with you? Wisdom, Isabel, wisdom is a different stat on your sheet. It really is. Yes, she put all of her skill points into something. I don't know what on that skill sheet, but it wasn't wisdom and it wasn't intelligence. ALR talks like she has authority, and now Rachel does too. It's such a weird pattern. It is. Like, what's wrong with being wrong? Like, we all are wrong sometimes. It's fine. It's really fine. When you were doing support, when I was doing support, you get a lot of credit for saying, I might not know the answer, but I know how to find the answer. Exactly, Isabel. Like, Rachel is one of those people who thinks being wrong or admitting not knowing is weakness. And I think you're right that she thinks that. But yeah, the fact is there's power in the opposite of uncertainty. I definitely respect what somebody is saying more if they embrace alternate perspectives that are different from their own and they are open to other realities. There's not that much in life that isn't open to other realities, if that makes sense. Vera, will you tell your chickens bonita today? What is bonita? Is that like beautiful? It sounds pretty. The word is pretty. I don't know what it means. It's worse, both claim truth while sorry, what was that? Admitting, gotcha. Emily is lying. That's not proof of anything. Yeah, it's the other side of the story. It does mean beautiful. I tell them they're beautiful every day, but if you like Darkwick, I'll tell them they're beautiful from you. In fact, I walk around saying, hello, beautiful.
To touch on this point, and it's beyond just a kind of framework of what the episode's going to contain, which would be fine, but it's specific points where people will plan or prompt fake outrage in order to drive the content and give it a structure. So I mean, it's good in a way because you need to have the show going somewhere, but it kind of prompts this fake outrage, as I literally just said. She's technically not lying there when she says that she hasn't scripted anything. I feel like my mouth is going 100 miles a minute today. I just drank like so much coffee, so I think that's probably why.
Take drama all the time. Pardon us for not knowing what's real.
Yeah, she is talking really fast compared to normal. Normally I need to speed her up, but I've got her in normal playback at the moment. She is caffeinated. Caffeinated Rachel.
Real and what's fake.
I feel like there's no winning over some people. Some people just want to believe what they want to believe, and
I mean that's absolutely true. That's true everywhere on the internet. People will see one thing and get an idea in their head, and that's what they want to believe. One of the hardest things in the world is changing the mind of somebody who wants to believe what they believe. Then
Rachel. What do I do with that? Oh my gosh. Indeed. Well said, Rachel. I applaud you. You thought she was sped up and you were going to ask me to slow it down. Yeah, no, she sounds sped up. I don't know what's going on. No self-awareness. She's so close. I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, I'm laughing so much I'm crying a little bit. I'll give her that she is funny. You look at language manipulators. You look at the language manipulator use and it's always logic bending. It really is. I agree with that. The power of coffee. Okay, I'm gonna giggle to myself over that and I'm gonna keep her playing.
And no matter, it's confirmation bias, no matter what evidence they see, they will try to maintain the belief that they hold because they want to believe it. And that there are so many things that are like that in Girl World. But it doesn't mean that you can then say, oh, well, anyone who doesn't agree with me is just believing what they want to believe.
I can't with this. What is this? I'm sorry. I don't know if you've picked up, but I get giggle fits occasionally. My husband calls it, oh no, she's got the gigs. I just every so often get set off and then have trouble stopping, but I can't with this language. What? Anyone else here? The power of coffee compels you.
That's not how it works.
Whatever.
Clock that.
Oh, now it's people just believe
Ew.
what they want to believe? Girl, you literally built your platform believing what you saw. You were calling it
A mirror won't help. She'll just spend the entire time making eyes at herself in it like she does with her viewfinder. You're not allowed at funerals or churches for that reason. See? I deliberately don't go to churches or funerals for many reasons, but you know, you and I have that in common, regardless of the motivation. She can't hear herself. It is embarrassing, but considering the lack of self-awareness, at least she's not feeling the embarrassment. My giggles are adorable. Thank you, Isabel. Also, half a byte is a nibble. We could be measuring data in giga nibbles. No, for real, she loves to look at herself. She does. I've forgotten where I've kind of pinned her. You can kind of tell by the way she moves her eyes where the viewfinder is. I just can't remember where it is at the moment, but she like glances back at it at intervals, and you can kind of tell she's looking at it because she'll play with her hair and adjust her necklace and things like that, and her like nose ring, she'll play with that and look at it as well.
out too. You understood the patterns. You understood the bait, but now that you're sitting next to it instead of watching it, suddenly it's all just misunderstood? Interesting.
Amberlynn Reed, you said you don't like fake people, and you're crying over one of the fakest motherfuckers that ever got hosted in this universe. He was literally just on the last stream caught being part of a squad that was listening to private.
You think it's straight ahead and left? Yeah, so right now, I think, because you can tell when she's reading text on the screen, she's kind of looking in this direction. I think she's got a dual monitor set up, or at least Windows maybe. And yeah, I agree. So it would be to her right, our left. V, yuck. Now she's been keeping Amber at such a distance and they both are seemingly trying to control each other's movements. How am I being perceived? Do I look good? It's so obvious. Yeah, it is. I think she's just kind of smitten with the way she looks, which I kind of give her credit for because I think a lot of us could use that kind of confidence. But she is very, like, I want to say drawn to herself, if that makes sense.
Private phone calls that a host was having with a sex worker was working their way into this community.
I'm sorry, but you want to know something? Here on the lolcow bus, we've already talked about it, but no one fucking listens to Amberlynn fucking Reed. I literally don't give a fuck, actually. What you are just...
Honesty, finally!
No, I don't give a fuck about you. What
Yeah, let's be real. Be real.
What you are proving is that you are not compassionate towards Scooter. What if, like, he actually is having mental health issues, and that is the reason why he is acting the way he is?
I mean, just that sentence that we just watched there so perfectly encapsulates Amberlynn Reed's fundamental belief about herself. Amber thinks that when she has mental health episodes or struggles with her mental health and then behaves in a way that's outlandish or unacceptable or wrong in any kind of manner towards people, pets, partners, whatever, she thinks that her mental health is an excuse for that behaviour. So therefore, she's peddling this narrative now. Well, Scooter could have had really bad mental health, so therefore, any bad thing he did is understandable and we should give him, her words, compassion. But I don't agree that you should give compassion towards somebody's shitty behaviour just because they are having a mental health issue. You can have compassion for the person and wish them well and hope that they fix their mental health and get some therapy and help or whatever, but that doesn't mean that the behaviours that they carried out should be allowed, permitted, glazed, or in any way excused just because they had mental health issues.
So, knowing that Rachel speaks almost exclusively from her own perspective, I think she's seeing what Amber's doing and knows that how she does it and why she does it, and then explaining her stuff. Yes, about stupid. Yes, so projection then, Rachel. Yes, it is. And I don't necessarily think this needs explaining because I think we could all see immediately what Amber was doing. So, you know, V, thank you so much for that input there. Like flirting with a DV victim, calling it DVT, that is appropriate timing to remind everybody that that is what happened. I appreciate that. Thank you. Rachel dances on the summit of Stupid Mountain. I know it's kind of an insult designed there, but you're not wrong. What's happened with Rachel is she's gone and quote unquote educated herself at an official institution, and so now she feels emboldened by the fact that she can actually, sorry, Tay-Tay's being very loud. She's emboldened by the fact that she can do that, and she feels accomplished because she may have gotten good marks. I kind of suspect she got good marks, but she doesn't know what she doesn't know, and that is kind of being at the summit, as you described. Miss Degree confuses projection with mind reading. Indeed, furball, but in her defense, it was a philosophy degree. You like to think the chickens are intersecting their thoughts. It's okay, Tay-Tay, I still love you. That was Ziggy. Just then. Oh, can I tell you a cute story about Ziggy? Can we just do a super quick side quest on the chickens? I know you typically don't mind. Oh, thank you so much. That one chick for gifting a membership, and Southern Benita got it. Thank you so much. Welcome. That's really generous of you. Thank you. There's members only content waiting for you, Southern Benita. Go take advantage of it. Actually, now that I say that too, sorry, side quest, I noticed, and I need to try and, I'm going to try and fix this, but if you go to videos and then members only, there's only 3 clucking videos there. One of them has been shadow banned. So I'm going to pull it and fix it up and see if I can get it stable. Thank you so much, Mother of Baggins, for that super chat. Side quest accepted. Thank you so much. Okay, so little Ziggy. You know, Ziggy is the one that I rescued most recently, and he's got the PTSD. He was abandoned in the wild and now is living his best life. Well, little Stevie, his best girl, actually his favorite, managed to, I don't know how she did it, but she managed to injure her toe on one leg and her ankle on the other. I assume getting up to some manner of shenanigan that she shouldn't have been doing, because she is an adventure chicken for sure. And you could understand that with Ziggy's mindset of having been in the wild and knowing how bad that can be, Stevie's injury actually would have been really devastating in the wild. She got put in the hospital coop. We have a little separate coop that can be moved around where it kind of keeps her still, which is what she needed. Anyway, I thought it may have been broken, but it turns out it was just a soft tissue injury. But he got very stressed during this. But then eventually, after a few days, she started healing enough that I felt like she could be in with everybody else. And he's been getting her to sit down, which is very rare for Stevie, let me tell you. And he's been sitting next to her, and these two have just been chilling together, sitting in the corner of their coop. It's so adorable. He's such a good boy. Have I always been a chook lady? You knew from a young age that you're a cat lady. No, actually, I've only had chickens for a few years. I've always been an animal person, though, generally speaking. Just animals. Spiders, snakes, cats, dogs, fish, it doesn't matter. Snails too. Snails are really cool, by the way. But yeah, so he's actually encouraging her to rest, and I think he seems to know that we were fixing her, and she had a little splint with a little bandage on for a time, and yeah, he's just such a good boy. Such an amazing boy. I couldn't wish for a better rooster for that coop. But yeah, that was my side quest. I just wanted to share. Ziggy's adorable.
That is the most amount of bullshit I've ever heard, and that's what she wants you to think about her. Everything she says in defense of Scooter is a...
Sorry, I just read. I'll always try and answer chicken questions. Can chickens live in the wild? Do you feel like a squirrel would be too much? So I think a lot of people dump roosters. And the reality is they are domesticated animals. Some roosters, and I do mean some, a very, very tiny percentage, are able to survive in the wild. But Ziggy's a little bantam. I don't know how he managed it. I really don't. But he was out there for quite some time. And having said that, though, my street, for whatever reason, is a dumping ground for cats and roosters. And there is a boy. There's a rooster that was dumped a couple of years ago. And he's doing extremely well. He reminds me a lot of Freddie, actually. And this boy is so good. He's actually been stealing girls from nearby farms. Like, these girls see this boy and are like, no, never mind this sheltered life I've got with a human. I'm going to follow that boy. And so you see the farms because you kind of know who's got what, and because people will tend to stick to a breed, not like I do, but you start to see that breed turn up in his flock. So now he's got like 8 girls that follow him around. They've been living like that for quite some time. They're doing very well. And he's even got a little beta rooster as well. He's just... I'll be like, water baby, thank you so much. You're all being so generous with the super chats today. Thank you. Rather hear you talk about your chickens rather than this shit show. I love that. Thank you so much. I agree, Furball. I agree. Yeah, so my message is people should not dump roosters. Some do okay. And the cats that get dumped do just fine and then become an issue for my chickens. Unfortunately. But yeah, people are bad sometimes. But that's why I try in my sphere of influence to make it as good for all of the animals around me, even the wild ones, so that hopefully I can just balance this shit out a little bit, you know? It's all I can do. I can't save everything. I wish I could.
The defense of herself, and I'm so sure that that is what is really happening here, and I don't even know if it's conscious. I think it might be happening at a subconscious level. I think she's kind of somehow identified that actually what people are saying about Scooter also applies to herself, so she's defending Scooter, but really defending herself without even really realising it, you know? But I also think that that's a lot of fucking chat and analysis, and actually the TLDR is everyone sucks here.
He came up on live and attacked me for having mental health issues like 2 months ago.
And
what are you saying? I thought you didn't like fake people.
I know nothing
Is
about
that-
that.
To be fair as
Okay,
well,
well,
if I can...
This is it though, like, oh, if he did that, if Scooter went on live...
Atlas, you just went to check, but since the whole flirting scandal, Rachel has changed the lighting in her videos. She's not bathed herself in a white good color when she was previously red like her yarn. Psychology degree at work. Are you talking about your psychology degree or hers? Because she absolutely does not have a psychology degree. I noticed that too, and we've noticed that the way she's speaking, we've noticed that the way she's doing her hair and her makeup, the clothing, there's a whole lot of like quote unquote cleanup that she's done since that whole thing. You're right, not everyone makes it. You do what you can, but that's wonderful. Yeah. Trying to comprehend the entire world would make me overwhelmed and depressed, but what I can do in my sphere, that's all that matters. And that includes if people ask me to look after their animals while they're away and things like that. You're done getting distracted. Thank you for helping you clean. No problems, Creed. It was a rebrand, Panda. Yeah, it was. It was. She's trying to fix her image. It's not working because the behavior's not changed.
live anywhere and started shit-talking somebody else's mental health, and now he's expecting compassion for his own mental health. That's a crock of old shit. But of course Amber just goes, well, I know nothing about that. How convenient. It's so fantastically convenient to hold an opinion that would be better improved or changed if you only had further information. And because you don't have that information, oh well, my opinion's fine then, I just didn't know that. Well, how about you go find it out and then change your mind? But people,
Oh my gosh. This could just be like, how is it that every second thing she says is like, it's almost advice that I've had for her. Like, Rachel, apply it to yourself. You're saying the right words. We just need it to be internalized. Yeah, of course you agree with her because it's the right thing to say, but the fact that she needs to do it about herself. What do you do with this? You were told you can't save the world, you need to stop caring, but you can't. I have an alternate perspective for you, French, that might help. There was a story of a boy who was standing on a beach, and it was absolutely covered in starfish. And he started picking them up one by one and throwing them back into the ocean, and they were just hundreds. This beach was absolutely covered with starfish. And a man came up and said, "Why are you doing that?" And the boy said, "Because the starfish are on the beach." And the man said, "But you're not going to be able to throw them all back, so why does it matter?" And the boy says, as he's throwing one back, "It matters to that one. That's what matters." Do what you can. Acknowledge that you're not going to save the world. It doesn't matter. But the actions, the individual actions that you take matter. And it all builds up. She's aggressively not looking in the mirror when she says all this. I love the use of the word aggressively. Self-awareness, we don't know her. You were raised in a cruel world but refused to be cruel. I'm there with you. But yeah, the little micro actions, focus on those. What can you do to make today better for somebody else? What can you do today to stop a little bit of suffering in your sphere of influence? If everybody looked after their sphere of influence, we would all be existing in a very different world. But I think it's important to not try and stretch yourself past your sphere of influence because it starts to spread you too thin and overwhelms you. Just that little circle that you've got, that's what matters. The world is not kind. Yeah, no, it's not. But we can make the best of it. You have an infectious charm, and I love how measured and informed you are. Happy to be subscribed. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you to say. I appreciate that. I wouldn't have described myself in that way, so I'm kind of flawed at the moment. Thank you. Vera, let me thank you for keeping me company while I prep my meal. I'm not done, but I got through the cleanup faster than usual because of the vibe here. Hey, you came. Hey you, and hey everyone else who came in. Thank you so much, girl, please. Also, everyone, if you like coverage of Chantel Foodie Beauty, go check out Girl Please. Her channel is so funny. I love it so much. One of my recent favorites. You've been a while, very busy. Busy bee.
people are like allergic to changing their mind. I don't know, you guys. I just think this is a boring storyline, but at the same time, I'm.
Oh, Mel, thank you so much for the super chats. I mean it. You're all being so generous. I always feel so, like, flushed when it happens and then I don't know what to say. As an American, that pep talk meant a lot. Thank you. You're welcome. It's truth. And just do what you can every day. It's all that matters.
Somewhat interested.
If I can add on that
came up here
steak.
to tell you.
If we're
Oh,
currently
Doggo.
trying to be like, okay, well, two wrongs, like he wronged me, so I'm allowed to wrong him.
I'm
Then if that's how
Yes.
you want to teach the community and you want to make impact like that, is that how you plan on teaching your children to?
I mean, teaching the community, impacting the community. This is the lolcow universe. You're not teaching anybody moral lessons. You're here to put on a show.
Do you know what a factory reset is?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is uncanny, right? She might be rage baiting. I don't know, but like everything. Oh. You needed a mother chicken like me. Oh, French. Thank you. Oh, LV, thank you so much for linking, girl, please. Definitely go check out that channel. Going from Vera's comforting voice to that chaos was something. Creeds, thank you so much. 5 gifted memberships to Be Like Water Baby, Clever Nickname Girl, Geek Endeavors, French, Mal Wife. Oh, I'm not sure where your name is going. Welcome aboard to the Clucking crew, everybody. Thank you so much, Creeds. That's so generous. There are members only videos for all of you waiting, should you dare. Oh my gosh. Amanda, thank you. Super chat. Is this meta? I feel like Rachel is being meta. Yeah, 10,000% meta. I'm dead. Don't forget to like the stream, Pam. Thank you so much, Amanda. I appreciate that. Thank you. My goodness. I don't know what to do with this. Thank you. You normally lurk, but you love the vibe here, having to work some overtime so you can have the day off tomorrow and it's perfect company. Yay, Julie. I love that. No lurkers here. We love having you. No, look, lurk if you want to. I am a lurker in my personal time, so I appreciate the lurkers too, but thank you so much for popping up and saying hello. Adding to the vibe.
Is Amberlynn Reed?
Yes, but can you explain to me why
Some kids need a factory reset because they've got too much on their phone. You're one of those people with too much on your phone. You need a factory reset. You do not live in the real fucking world. If you opened your fucking eyes and paid attention to the shit that Scooter's not only been accused of, but has admitted to, you'd understand that he's admittedly said he's a gooner.
Because the LCU sucks. A lot of the fucking people who watch us fucking suck, just like you.
I mean, the people on the show suck. Amber, objectively, seriously, objectively, as in evidence to prove that this is an objective fact.
Okay, can we take bets? Is what Rachel is about to say going to be an objective fact? I don't know. I haven't watched it. Can we get a 1 in the chat for it is going to be objective fact? And 2 for Rachel is a ridiculous human being who still hasn't learned the difference between objective and subjective. Can I get your predictions, my nuggets? This is fun. Oh, Vera getting the love she deserves. 2. And we've got Twitch going as well. 2. Oh, you all make me laugh. Okay, let's find out if we're correct. I agree.
Absolutely sucks as an individual. Also, Scooter did admit that he's a gooner.
So was that Amber absolutely sucks as an individual? That is the objective, there is proof fact. Okay. Unless you are perhaps somebody, although even that, not that, I was going to say somebody that popped up in the files recently, but maybe not even that. The problem is when you're making a statement about things like this, although Amber has done some really heinous things, I think we can all agree that, did I say Amber or Rachel? Oh shit, now I've confused myself. Amber has done some really, really horrible things, but to say that it is objective fact that she sucks, well, no, because it still depends. It depends what aspect of Amber you're looking at. It depends what action you're talking about. In order for that to be objective fact with proof, Oh, this woman drives me up the wall. In order for that to be objective fact with proof, Amber would have had to have done absolutely nothing but evil shit in her entire life. And the it depends cannot even be, extended to, well, it depends because her childhood factors. She has trauma and is operating on a trauma response. It depends who you're asking as well. No, this is not an example of objective, and that is my rant. I think Homegirl needs to check the definition of subjective and objective. Yes, I've been saying this about her for 5 months now, and yeah. Exactly. Jayzilla, it can't be objective because we all have different framework of morals. Exactly. You feel like Rachel takes this stuff so seriously and it comes off as weird, and yeah, and stalkers, yeah. Southern Benita here to Jill stream and drive views. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. So no, we still haven't learned. And I can't wrap my head around it because with a philosophy degree, this should be day one stuff. What is subjective and what is objective in life? Absurd. She keeps using that word. I don't think she knows. I don't think it means what she thinks it means.
He did it when Milky was on there. She like moved in the chair and her like chest kind of moved a little bit. And he went, "Oh, I'm trying not to goon." So he admits himself he's a perv.
Okay. You don't like your viewers. That's fine. Scooter loved.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't like her viewers. She doesn't give a shit about her viewers. She never has, never will.
He loved to have fights with people. He loved to cause fucking issues. When it comes to him, he quits and runs away. This is like the 8th time, Amberlynn Reed. If he stayed,
I'm sorry, but if
he gets better and comes back, he'll leave you again. Yeah, you worked with a guy that was into some weird shit, and you're sweeping for it.
Like what?
Well, I don't know, listening into people's conversations. This is Girlwell, right? He was talking about you. He said, Amberlynn Reed's got girls in my DMs. You're directing traffic into his DMs. You're pulling girls out of this universe and setting up your boy.
Bro.
So maybe you're weird too, Amberlynn Reed.
Like, it is what it is.
I mean, he's actually got kind of a good point there. He's basically saying that if Scooter is like being in a...
It's actually insulting to those that actually have educated themselves. Poser. Yeah. Actually, I had an interesting comment from somebody in Canada, and they were questioning why people keep making fun of her philosophy degree, because in Canada, apparently, once you've done a psychology degree, you will go on to do a doctorate of philosophy. So it wouldn't be considered a it's not a bad thing. And I agree, a philosophy degree, like in combination with something like psychology, with law, with political science, all those things that we've discussed before, is absolutely not useless. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think it's a bad thing to learn philosophy. I would encourage more people to learn philosophy, especially Eastern philosophy is particularly my wheelhouse that I really, really like. But what Rachel's done is just an undergrad, so a single degree of philosophy that theoretically should have been used as a platform to then go on to study more, and she either hasn't wanted to or she hasn't been able to because she didn't get the grades, maybe, I don't know. Everybody stops education for their own reasons. I don't think that matters. What is a joke about Rachel is the fact that it's even on her clucking, I nearly said the F word, the clucking, look, philosophy graduate talks shit. It's even on her main page how much she pushes it, and the fact that she has not let that degree change her in any way. She hasn't applied it. That's the joke. Her degree is, it's not her degree is bad. She uses it like it came out of a cereal box. You'd never brag about degree to talk shit. No, it's weird. It's weird. All philosophy majors, went on to a doctorate or or to a law degree. Yeah, because that makes sense. Like, I think a philosophy degree, what it should teach you, and didn't, but what it should teach you is critical thinking and how to make and form an argument in an effective way, which would make a lot of sense for a law degree to have those base skills. Any degree is an achievement and can be valuable, but she likes to remind us about it often, and she talks as if she is so much smarter than all of us. Yeah, she really does. Well, I mean, she's called us all idiots, so she should be helping people, and here she is flirting with a feeder. Well said, French. Very well said. Philosophy is a useless degree without going on to something else. It gives you no skills for an actual job. Well, I might disagree that it doesn't give you any skills, but it's not going to fulfill the requirement for a position that you would be hoping to get if you've got a degree. Because I definitely could see, even if you're in people management or sales or, things like that, that learning philosophy can help, generally speaking, but not the way she's done it. I don't know. And the fact that she brings it up so often, although less lately, probably because she's getting heat for it, but like sometimes it was multiple times in a video. She uses it to manipulate. There's a guy from Jamaica who passed the bar and was practicing for a few years, then stopped to do YouTube. Even he doesn't mention being an actual attorney as much as Rachel speaks about her degree. And I'm assuming that that's the topic of his YouTube channel. Hilarious. Good knowledge to have, but she misuses it so much, or doesn't use it at all, probably more to the point. Any degree at least shows ability to do something hard and follow through. Yeah, I agree, King. And I think with Rachel, she clearly has an aptitude for academics. I've said before, she knows how to research things. She knows how to script and collate well thought out, pieces of information. The problem is when she's kind of reacting raw, you can see that none of it has been applied.
Appropriate with people in his DMs who were sent to him because of Girl World. Amber technically sent them there. I can see what he's saying.
Yeah, Mal, Rachel just reads to you as perhaps book smart, but very sheltered and lacking in worldliness or experience. I agree. I think a very sheltered upbringing. If not a very sheltered upbringing and she actually has had proper adversity in her life, not that I would wish that on anyone, but if she has, I don't know what that means for her. I almost would hope that she's had a sheltered upbringing because of the naivete that she brings.
But, if adults DM other adults, it's their choice to do it. You can't blame Amber for people DMing Scooter just because she went on Scooter's show. I don't think that argument follows through, but I do think that there is a power imbalance between Scooter and the people in his DMs if they found him on the internet.
Like, I don't see anything wrong with what Scooter was doing, so if that makes me a fucking creep, call me a creep.
It does. I mean, her saying that she's got no problem with what Scooter was doing, because of course she doesn't. Why would she? She did the very same thing. She's met every single one of her girlfriends as viewers in her DMs, other than maybe Emily, who she met on TikTok. But technically, it's still a content creator, consumer relationship. So
the thing that Steak's talking about directly was he was on a live stream saying, "Thank you, Amberlynn. Now that I'm working with you, I have all these women in my fucking DMs. I'm gonna get fucking laid, and it's all thanks to Amberlynn."
Okay, I see. I mean, if he said that is weird. I don't think that as a content creator, your viewers should be your dating pool. Like, absolutely not. No way.
Just saying that because Girl World has a lot of girls in it.
Joke. She seems really sheltered just by the way she talks about DV victims. Rubs me the wrong way every time. I agree with you. Generally trauma-related stuff, the way she talks about it, that's the vibe that I get as well, and why I say it. I don't know what that means if she actually has got some experience, but even the way she, sorry, I just... Charlie messaged me and I got distracted. I apologize. I was just checking. Yeah, even the way she talks about her essay, I'm not meaning to cast doubt on whether it's happened or not, but the way she talks about it is off. There's something off about it that I don't know. I couldn't possibly know what it is without knowing her personally, and with all respect, my nuggets, I don't want to do that. Yeah, if she does, she did not learn a damn thing from it. Yeah. Yeah, she does seem to have quite a bit of internalized misogyny. I'm not sure why. I don't know. She has admitted that she grew up in a very religious household. I know a lot of religious people that aren't like that, but perhaps her household was like that, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Amanda, stop that. Stop it. Thank you so much. Hold up. Can someone please explain to me how on this green earth this chick is using clips from the LCU sans penalty and Salty got banned? I don't know. What I will say is, knowing the little bit that I know, a little bit of insight into my husband, actually. He's been a software developer for many, many, many years. And he's done a little bit of explaining about how AI learns, how it moves, how it, does the things that it does. Unfortunately, because it's AI, its own learning program, and it's not just people actively programming a piece of software, it can have like an overbalance in one area and a blind spot in another based on how it's learning, how it's teaching itself, and things like that. So it is possible that Salty was unfortunate and just got caught up, whereas everybody else didn't. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And that's why we want justice for Salty. We want to do something. Viewers shouldn't be in your dating pool, but if your main subject's girlfriend is on the table, I agree viewers shouldn't be in your dating pool. But is she editing out specific triggers? I thought Salty didn't. I'm not sure, because she was doing some editing. I remember I watched some of those videos that got taken down. None of them registered as that extreme, really. Salty's not in the position where I would be out and out saying this is her fault. I really don't. I'm sure that looking back on it, she probably has some things that she would have changed, but it seems unjust from where I'm sitting. Granted, I don't have all of the information. Does she have a Discord group for her viewers? Not at this stage. She's still deciding what she wants to do moving forward, but anything that she decides to do, I will be letting all of you know where you can go, and I'm sure Charlie will be as well. And yeah, there's a few creators wanting to help, so we will definitely keep you informed. Because I'm sure that a lot of you would want to follow platforms as well. Be like Water Baby, thank you so much. Thought she had a safe place in the group chat. Dumb. Talking about Rachel. Hello, just a little baby. Hi, Vera. I'm usually a lurker, but I just had to share your amazing day today. Life has been going so good. Oh, what happened? Please do tell. We want to celebrate. You think it's unjust, very unfair overall how people are getting warned, but the LCU isn't. Yeah. What's weird to me, though, is like, to be honest with you, my nuggets, I've broken TOS all over the place, because when I'm talking about Eugenia, can't talk specifically Eugenia related stuff, I've had to dance around a lot of things. I've never gotten a strike. I've just gotten a warning and an age restriction. So then I'm able to clean it up. So why did they jump straight to a strike? That's weird. That's why I think the AI has misfired in some way. Something doesn't make sense. I'm getting a lot of lurkers coming out of the shadows today. Yes, I love it. I definitely respect the want to lurk, but I love it when you come and say hello. Definitely say hi, even if, I've had a few people say, oh, I was nervous to chat and things like that. If you're sitting there right now feeling that way, let me tell you, this is a very safe place. If you want to chat, chat. If you don't. But anybody that comes in and gives any sort of trouble, I will handle them for you. So you don't even need to worry about that. This is a safe space for all of the socially awkward, including myself, my nuggets. I don't think it was a copyright strike situation, but the TOS strikes work the same way in groups of 3. Unless they're really egregious, then it could be just one. YouTube reserves the right to do that. Come in, y'all. Yeah, girl please said it wasn't just copyright. It was community guidelines. Specifically LCU clips. We have confirmation of that.
He was just fucking joking.
Amber has her fake serious face on. Amber was a complete jerk to Scooter the entire time and threatened his job. Amber tells on everyone to Keem like a tattletale. Every time someone loses their bag, Amber is behind it.
Me and Scoot, we're...
Mama Chicken protects her nuggets. Yes. This is my chat. You're my responsibility. Your comfort is my responsibility. And LV now is like the world's best mod. I appreciate her so much. She's sitting there listening to what I have to say and can action things as well. And thank you so much to LV for that.
Oh my god, look how cute Fupa's little dog is. He's got a little jumper on. Oh my god, precious. I'm getting really bored of this like Scooter drama. Come on.
Our friends, the outside of this, the entertainment we bring to the show is purely for entertainment. So fuck on my ass. But thank you for the money.
Well, that's her admitting that it's all fake.
Oh, thank you for the money. What do you mean in the emo? What is emo? Other than what I know emo to be. Kindness echo chamber for the win. I mean, the world is serious enough, can I just say? I don't feel like we need to be adding shit in this chat, basically, is my take on that. Not to ignore things that are going on in the world, but just to have a little moment that we can all breathe, because we're all going through it, we're all feeling it. Throw that at us again. Oh, yeah, no, I know what emos are. Big hair with lots of layers and colour. I was just a little too old for the emo movement. I did the 90s goth movement, but I respect an emo any day of the week. Especially if they're still doing it.
See, this is exactly what we've been saying. All that screaming, all that fake outrage, all those dramatic walk-offs. And the whole time they're texting behind the scenes like besties. She wants you emotionally invested while she's backstage coordinating the script.
So I have a little point on that. So that's why I say it's like WWE, right? My grandmother, I don't know why, but back in the day was really into wrestling. I don't know if it was WWE back then, but she was in the scene. It was still like scripted and staged wrestling. And she went backstage expecting to see them all like not talking to each other and things like that. And she was horrified to realize that they're all best friends backstage and they're all joking around and smiling with each other, and it was all just show on stage. And that's exactly how I expected this was. And that's why she got sucked into believing that she was amongst friends, even though they're all just there trying to make money out of her. We love goth baddies. Yeah, we have a few 90s goths in this community, quite a few. You dress like a librarian who likes hoodies. Oh, we need to name that. Is that like librarian chic? Have an idea? You should cover Brandon Brutal? That would be intense. I've never heard of this person. I will note them down. Your family was into WWE hardcore? Yeah, it's not my tea, but I understand people that are in it really love it. Your grandpa, so was your grandpa, he would lose his mind over wrestling. I've got to give you this image though. My grandmother, this is the one that passed only a few months ago. She was like the ultimate demure, soft-spoken German girl, like very proper. And to imagine her hanging out with wrestlers, just it's hysterical to me. It's always the quiet ones you got to watch. You consider yourself preppy grunge. I love it. I consider myself functional goth, functional rural goth specifically. You're a mole goth still. I love it.
Posh Josh says, what's missing is the lore from last summer when Lacey and Sweet Tea outed Scooter for sending late night messages to two women and then deleting later when sober. Steak and Tech have seen a larger behavior set. That is true. I've seen Scooter engage in some stuff throughout the year.
I feel like it's a false outrage, and let me explain why. Now that Scooter's gone, Scooter like quit for real. People are trying to prove that like he's some sort of creep. There's like a false outrage going with it, because I have already talked about this on Bus, which is one of the top viewed shows, bitches. Like, look how many people are watching us. Like, I don't know what to tell you about it. So now that people are acting brand new about it.
All creeds witch goth. I so badly want to. I never have time because I am presently, by the way, in a real crunch time in life where it's just like all steams or all engines steaming all the time. And all of your watching and your super chats and your memberships and all that are actually going towards a very critical time in my life. And that's why I'm so grateful that you would be so generous. But when I have time, all of that to say, my ultimate thing, I want to make a whole wardrobe that is essentially picture Stevie Nicks, but goth. So it's like a fey, witchy kind of goth look. Yes, that's what I need to do. Chat is so interesting that I forgot we're here watching Rachel. I know, and it's a bad habit of mine because I should really focus on watching the content, but sometimes you all are so interesting, and that's all I want to. Actually, I shouldn't say sometimes. All the time, you're really interesting, and sometimes more interesting than Rachel. Hot Topic vibes? I've never been to a Hot Topic. I don't know if we had them when I was a teenager. But as soon as I learned how to fully make my own clothes, I've very rarely gone into a store since. Let you help. Yeah, I can't divulge what's going on in my life right now, but it's really, really big and really exciting. And you all are a very critical part, even if it's your view and your like, and maybe a comment if I'm really fortunate. That's everything to me at the moment. It's incredible. Aqua. Thank you so much. That was not an e-bag on my behalf, by the way. A humble donation to your Witch Goth Fund. Thank you so much. You are helping. Just being here and chatting is absolutely... No. I want to send that back. That's too much money. Be like, water baby, no. Stop that. Oh, you're going to make me cry. Don't do that. Thank you so much. I feel like my words to that kind of thing are not sufficient. You don't know what that means. You really don't. It's everything. Thank you. Oh, gosh. Do we have a goth chukin community? I think we do, creeds. There's a lot of us. Like a lot. Goths and emos together. How does the Chukin feel about it? Will they recognize you? Oh, I would not be able to wear those clothes around Tay Tay. That would not be, guys, EBD, stop, no. Oh no, don't do that. Everyone stop. I can't. Oh, I'm not experienced enough to deal with this. I need an adult. Somebody send an adult. Oh, EBDB, thank you so much. Came here from Charlie's Live, and you're so sweet and make nice, calm environment for Girl World Mess. I, myself, am a baby punk. Oh, finally getting to express yourself. Oh, thank you so much. Joke, thank you so much. Goth Fund. Oh. Southern Bonita. Guys, stop. Oh, I can't with this. I'm going to, when I'm able, I will show you what all of this means and what you've managed to do for my husband and I. But my goodness, Southern Bonita, thank you so much for gifting that membership to D. Anderson or Danderson. Thank you so much. You can only imagine my face freaking out. Yeah, I'm crying a little bit. I really am. Oh my gosh. Was that Be Like Water Baby again? Holy cluck. What am I gonna do with you? Stop. Stop. For some chicken food. That buys a lot of chicken food. They'll be delighted. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Shira Snow, thank you so much. That's so generous. I agree. I love the calm commentary here. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Jesus. Pandora. Need some currency to wipe your tears. I do have to say that Australian notes are not very good. They're plastic. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. This is not what I intended to make happen, but... You're so sweet. Everyone's happy to help the chooks. Thank you so much. Mal, don't have too much to give me. Want to show your gratitude. Oh, thank you so much. You really don't have to. Oh my gosh. I am a person who understands how difficult money can be to come by in this world, and definitely how difficult it is to hold on to it. The fact that you want to share that with me is overwhelming to me, and I don't quite know what to do with this in my head. My goodness. Aqua, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Our community uniform is Chook and Choker. I should work out how to make some. Thank you so much. Amanda, again. Let's go, fam. Thank you. Okay, everyone stop. I'm legit crying. Oh my gosh. There's certain moments in my lives where I'm really glad that you can't see my face. Oh, this is one of them. Thank you. I don't know what to say to all of that. My goodness. Yeah, thank you for supporting LV. I echo that. I don't have words. All of my words feel insufficient. Accept blessings. All hail Chookins. Thank you so much. Deserve everything you've been given. I hope everyone feels that way. I do. Oh, gosh. Melwell, thank you so much. Proud of you for doing the dang thing. We do the clucking thing here, chicken lady. Pet all the chickens for you. I will. I'm gonna sit out there and give them some love after all of this. Make it rain. Oh my gosh. If I give you my money, then I can quit vaping. It's a good cause. Oh, I'm really happy to help with that. Definitely. Look after your health. Last one. I can't see. Oh, who did that? Be Like Water Baby again. My goodness. Yes, definitely the last one. Thank you so much. Wow. We make dreams happen, Vera. We believe in you. Thank you. Oh, now I want to. I will at some point show you what you've all done. It is a very big deal. It's actually something that my husband and I have been working towards for 13 years. And it's been a goal that we've been slowly working towards and shifting our life towards and making so many sacrifices towards, that we're actually finally in, the 11th hour of it, so to speak. And hopefully by the end of this year, everything will have come to fruition. And that's why I say it's such a big deal for us, because we've been dedicating so much of our lives to getting there. And yeah, you are helping. I just haven't talked about it before, but it any watch time that you give me, any super chats, any memberships, this is all not going towards fickle things in my life. It's really directly going towards a very big goal that we have, and I'm so grateful. This is so sweet. Nice seeing people support Good Eggs. Yeah, thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know this is going to sound weird, but this is just me. I have become so overwhelmed that now I need to piddle. So I'm going to play Rachel, and you can watch that while I quickly run to the loo, and I'll be back. Thank you.
It, even though it's already been talked about, just goes to show that people actually don't give a they're just doing it for the drama and to make Scooter look worse. And that's the way that I feel.
Fupa.
I mean, I do think that there is probably absolutely an element, not necessarily with Scooter, but generally on the internet, there is an element of people piling on to whatever the popular narrative is. It's good to have somebody to be mad at. So it could be that, generally speaking, on the internet, people do tend to pile on to other people. But then after a while, the crazy fog kind of lifts and people realise, like, wow, that was a bit unnecessary. But if Scooter's actually done something wrong, then cool. But, this Scooter narrative, as I've said, is not really what I'm here for. So let's get to the fat camp stuff, because I just love to prove myself right. Guys, my mental clarity from this fast is fucking incredible.
But how do you feel? A girl had her privacy stolen from her. Scooter at the time was still a community manager. And
are you going to ignore what I just said?
I
think it's false outrage? Like, why didn't people talk about it before?
I don't think it's false outrage.
Why didn't people talk about it before, though?
I think Butch has like a unique audience, and the message didn't spread far into the LCU.
I disagree, but that's fine.
Okay, I'm a nosy ass bitch. I'll be real. Like, and if someone was streaming
Same.
like one of their private phone calls, I'd be in that shit too. Like, let me get the tea real quick. I'm just being real.
I'm not gonna lie, I probably would too.
This is like one of those classic "Are you a girl's girl?"
No, you're still at it. And we're going to come back to that fast comment. Oh my gosh, how much did I miss there? Hang on, I'm going to my YouTube panel because I can't see what's going on here. Be like water, baby. Hey. You said that was the last one. Aqua, thank you so much for the gifted membership. I think I'm just trying to catch up. I'm not sure where I got to. And Joy, thank you so much. Hubby asked about your YouTube memberships. You told him it's time for them chookins. That shut him up. Be like water, baby. Okay, like Foodie and ALR lied in a good way. Tiki Burb. Oh, thank you so much. Can't wait to find out what you're working on. We love the mother of all children. Oh, you guys are just so generous. I'll see what I can do to at least show you what you've done, and try to explain. Have you ever been in a situation where you're undertaking something so complex that means so much on so many different levels that it's difficult to articulate correctly to people exactly what it means? And I'll try and find a way to show you, because you've all leave it with me. Thank you so much. Please stop. Please stop. You're so generous. That's more than enough. You don't just watch, like, and keep chatting with me. That's keep doing that. Oh, yes, and the fasting. She just mentioned that she's fasting. I don't think that people online should be promoting certain dietary behavior. That's essentially what Amber got taken down for. But that might be why she's talking so fast. But I do actually wonder if she is fasting or if now she's trying to do the opposite of the Twix thing, right? So, because it seems like she knee jerks completely in the opposite direction. Vera is the big alien chicken from Jimmy Neutron and we're all little eggs. You're a gardener who built one from nothing, so you know how that feels. Yeah, it's a big clucking deal. And I think if I had have known that it would have taken this long at the beginning of the journey, it would have been incredibly overwhelming, but I'm so glad that we're finally, nearing the end here. Girl, please, I could tip you for your company this evening, Vera. You got me through my meal prep. I was gonna put off until morning. I can just get up and everything together and I'm set. Thanks again, Mama. Oh, thank you so much, girl, please. No, don't use money. Just your presence is everything. That's more than enough. Be like water, baby. Now you've lied twice. When there's trust, you don't need proof. That's so true. And I think trust between a creator and their viewers are everything. Is everything. But if you're now knowingly contributing to that, I kind of want to show you what's going on. I was just keeping it quiet in the background, but yeah. Guys, I have no words. And I'm trying to live stream and I have no words. Replay Nugget's gonna be like, what is this?
Questions, right? If you were hanging out with a guy and you know he has a girlfriend or whatever, and you find out he's cheating, do you tell the girlfriend? I do.
Yes.
As much as I would love to drink some tea, sis, I would be wanting to know what's going on in the background. I'm not gonna let a girl be out there thinking that she's calling some dude daddy and I'll move in here. We can do this like IRL. Scooter was the community manager. This was an intern in the community with another host in the community.
So talk about reaction channels. When they go real life.
Okay, I'm pausing. So this girl, bottom right here, is Zay, who last night did a long, deep dive into the Amber Emily situation, I think. I haven't watched it. I don't know what the upshot of that was. I saw a couple of comments saying she got a few things wrong, but on the whole, it seemed like that was well received. But again, I haven't watched it. But that might come into it. Her deep dive is kind of relevant, I think. So I'm not sure what's in this cut and what's not. So let's just watch it and find out. I love this purple lighting that they both have. It looks very pretty.
And they get real information and they drop it. Are we blaming the viewers for watching that information, or are we blaming the reaction channel for going and airing out that information?
90% of the people who
Sorry, I just caught. I looked up and I saw Creed's comment at Vera. Can I add Rachel to the complaint file? Creed's is building a very large complaint file on myself that she's going to send to HR. I have in fact informed her that HR does not give a cluck, but by all means, add Rachel to the complaint file. Oh, I agree, LV. Girl Please is here. That's what matters. Your support means everything. Yeah, I really do mean it when I say the view does a lot. And this is why, I think this is why I got so riled up when Rachel initially did these things, because of the utter disrespect towards her viewers. Creators are nothing without their viewers. They really, there's nothing there at all. And if money is such a big focus for this woman, there should be the utmost of respect to the people who are taking their time to watch and then maybe like and then maybe comment. That's everything. But and it kind of also lends to why I think there might be a very sheltered upbringing, because I don't know that money means to her what it necessarily means to everybody else. Is that because Creed's cannot be a cassowary? Actually, I do believe Creed's, the lack of me bringing cassowaries was on the list, was it not? I do believe that's a point on my complaints list. No one said you can't mix work and entertainment. Yeah, Rachel insults her viewers and their intelligence so much. She really does. And to just be able to get out of your head. And right now, I've got, nearly 200 people sitting here watching me right now. Each and every one of you. This is what Rachel needs to get through her head. Each and every one of you is sitting there with your own set of challenges, things that you're trying to achieve in life, complexities that are happening, family dynamics, friend dynamics, work dynamics. There's all of these insanely rich, complex lives with their own set of perspectives, their own set of intelligence, their own set of, wins and losses and just everything. To be able to acknowledge that people watching you might actually have something to bring to the table, might actually have an alternate perspective. And it's why when you challenge me on something, I'm not going to get defensive about it. I'm like, oh, I haven't considered that. Just because I acknowledge that you bring something different to the table than what I do. Rachel doesn't have that with her audience. And I think that if she could just wrap her head around that one kind of notion, it would go a long way in her life to be able to get her head out of her own head. Vera just doesn't want to run to catch us. What? Ma'am, I run every day of my life. Do you hear when those chickens go off? I'm sprinting, okay? But yeah, I thought cassowaries were on the list. This is the first year you've ever sent a single penny to YouTube. Foodie pissed you off so much you started donating to the ones doing the work. Wow, that is a claim to fame. It's hilarious. Girl, please, did you just say Chantel ticked you off so much that you didn't bother clicking anything? That's hilarious. I do get into modes where the people I cover annoy me too much too, and then I need a small break from them. This user is in progress. You're going to try to do psychology commentary eventually. Oh, there is absolutely a space for that on YouTube. People really like hearing about psychological breakdowns. Let me know when you do it. I'll be there to support you.
Who are giving judgment right now would have done the exact same thing.
So now we enter the plot twist nobody had on their bingo card. Emily suddenly becomes Simit 1. Emily never actually left the LCU Discord. She just changed her name and her YouTube name too. And what?
I'm still not entirely convinced that is Emily. Girl, please. Oh, she was racist like never before. You couldn't with her. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've just had this, what is that? TB Sinclair? Thank you so much. Welcome to the Clucking crew. I really appreciate that. There is members only content waiting for you. I actually had this rant watching Charlie's live the other day. It's like, we're in 2026. I can't believe that we're all still seeing race like this. And I know that there are obviously I'm white presenting, so I have that kind of privilege in a way that I couldn't possibly understand what it's like to be, a minority, even though genetically I am a minority. But America has its problems. I'm guessing Jamaica probably has its problems as well, but so does Australia, with in particular the Indigenous population. And I cannot get it into my head why we're still fixating on race in 2026. Why can we not, as a collective human society, go, we are all on this planet together, so we're all on the same team here, let's work together. I can't work that out. Be like, Water Baby, thank you so much. Helped take FFG out. What was that in response to? I nearly covered all that too, but I don't like the cat stuff. Thank you so much. Be like water, baby. Please stop. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you couldn't handle Shanty today, then it must have been bad. Yeah. It's not about left versus right. It's good versus evil. Oh, how about it's just about people trying to survive on this rock that we're all on together? I don't know. It bothers me. And I don't want to get too political, but there's starting to be a shift in Australia as well that might be following, but there's a particular party that's gaining popularity that is historically against Asians in Australia, which makes no sense because it's a very large population in Australia, and also now Muslims, and it's just, I don't know. There's plenty of space for everybody. It shouldn't be I am, you are, we are on planet Earth. Yeah. Oh, joke, you know who I'm talking about. I've actually met her. I've looked into that woman's eyes. There is nothing but hate and seething and rage. Can't believe Vera doesn't know about Be Like. Oh! No, I do! I do! Be Like Water, baby. I just put it together. I'm so sorry. No, I do. Well, we have a bona fide celebrity in our mix. I'm sorry. I hadn't retained the name, but yes, now I know exactly what you're talking about. They're like monsters that are missing an important part of their brain. Yeah. At Vera and Girl, please. I am from the UK, but I was born in El Salvador and adopted when I was a baby. I have family in California, and I'm afraid for them. And my family's still in El Salvador. I'm so sorry, cats. That must be incredibly difficult. And I'm not even going to pretend to know what that feels like. I'm in a privileged situation like that. At the risk of taking this in a political direction, the rise of right-wing ideology across the globe is very alarming and scary. Here's a perspective. This is how I see it. And then we will go back to Rachel, because I definitely don't want to do too much politics. But I think in a world that we're living in, where there's so much scary shit going on all over the place, like everywhere, it seems like it doesn't matter what country you look at the moment, there's something going on. And I think combining that with the economic situation with everybody, people are desperately looking for a handhold on something that is sure and something that is safe and something that gives them the sense that they have control over this absolute shit show that we're all in at the moment. And what right-wingers do, and to the lesser extent also the extremist left as well, are generally extremes, right, in either direction. They start making statements actually similar to Rachel in that sense, where everything is definitive, everything is sure, and it's done with such confidence that it makes people who are feeling completely lost, makes them feel like they have a direction to move in. And that's dangerous. That makes extremists in any direction dangerous because of that certainty that they're presenting. But it is an illusion, and it is just making people feel like they have a bit of control where they absolutely don't. And that's what's going on. I don't think it's legitimately that people are picking one side or another. It's just we're all struggling and we're all in a scary situation, some people don't deal with uncertainty well. And that's why I say there's such power in being comfortable with uncertainty, relying on yourself, because then you don't fall victim to extremists who are trying to capture you with certainty in their language. It's scary looking at the situation from over here. You're so sad for everyone suffering right now. Australia is not doing well at the moment either, though, in certain parts because of certain visitors. And police being very American in their way of handling it. So, anyway, I do want to... I'll leave it there because we should be a little breath of air. And we'll go back to the ridiculousness that is Rachel. But, yeah, just... finding a way to be okay with being uncertain. The thing is, people are very, very good at adapting to new situations. So within reason, realistically, it doesn't really matter what happens. We will all find a way to adapt. And that is, you can take that to the bank, my nuggets. You're all not seeing it yet, but I'm sending a cloud of positivity from Finland to all of you. I love that. Change is scary, yes, but we are built for adapting. I promise you that. It's uncomfortable while it's happening and we buck it and we don't want to do it. It's like, you know, being in the middle of winter and getting into the shower. You're like, no, I don't want to get into the shower. I don't want to. And then you get in there and it's nice. And then you're like, I don't want to get out of the shower. I don't. It's just that moment of change. And that's what we're in at the moment. It's okay. It will pass. Everything will adapt. We will settle. So, yeah. I'll leave it there. Let's go back to Rachel.
What's wild isn't just the name change, it's what was said on...
Yeah, this comment, Amberlynn was not new to the lifestyle. I saw this. This was commented on Zay's deep dive. And this is Emily, provably Emily, I'm pretty sure anyway, provably, saying that Amber was involved in feedy stuff prior, which is not surprising. Even if she wasn't, and this is what, you know, Jawbone, who's makes great Girl World videos, you guys will probably know who he is. I'll put the video here that I'm talking about. In this video, he references and discusses what his mindset was towards whether Emily was a feeder or not. And he said a lot of stuff in that video, which was really insightful. And I also have to echo his sentiments, which is that Emily showed all kinds of stuff, which got some of us, I will admit, and I've admitted this already in a couple of videos, but it got some of us side-eyeing, like, hang on a sec, is she a feeder? Like, there was this kind of question marking happening for a period of the end of last year where we did kind of, I did as well, go like, maybe there is some truth to her not being a feeder. But I realised that was BS, which is...
I just want to put out there, we have no proof that this is actually Emily. I'm just putting that out there. It could be Keem, it could be any of them, just trying to, you know, spark up drama. Rachel is not factoring this at all, but are we surprised? It's a lot of ambiguity in fact, Miss Rachel. I love that, Amanda. Our best survival strategy and what really frightens people who are mean is that there is a way more of us. There is way more of us than them. Mm-hmm. It was proven. I mean, see, this is my problem though. I really need hard proof because I'm naturally so cynical about these things. I know it's a trauma response, I know, but unless I'm sitting there looking at Emily signing in with this username typing, it's not proof. You can't tell me. I just don't know. And I'm far too sus on Keem. I think we can lean on what is most likely while also factoring what is possible. But yeah, I don't know.
Is why I kind of came back and was like, no.
Too fast. She's not sped up. She's apparently on a fast and caffeine and yeah.
This is the truth of it. But I think that it is absolutely true that although Emily definitely is into feederism, but perhaps the reason, and this is what Jawbone says in that video, that Emily doesn't appear to be actively feeding Amber is because she doesn't bloody need to. Amber feeds herself. I reckon Amber has been self-feeding for years. I actually made a video about this, my second video.
You reckon? Gee, I don't know. That's a really big call to make of somebody with this condition. Could this be possible? Yes, girl, please. Still dropping Jawbone. And like, if you were Jawbone, would you be like, shut the clock up, stop mentioning me? I know they're friends. I know that he kind of supports her in that way and he's come out saying that, but like, stop mentioning me is what I'd be saying.
Ever about Girl World. This video.
I missed something about Girl Please. I'm so sorry. I missed whatever that comment was. I hope you're doing okay based on that response.
Video here, I talk about how Amber enjoys watching herself eat. And a Tiny Blue Anthropologist said in one of her videos like a year ago, you'll see that if you watch Amber's mukbangs, which are now all gone, she'll literally do this. She'll look at herself in the viewfinder and she'll take a bite like this. And like watch herself. It's very strange.
You just did that. She Nuggets. She literally just did that in her previous video. I'm like frantically pointing at my monitor and none of you can see me. My chicken is still. What? That also, just an alternate perspective for Rachel, that is not necessarily a feeder thing. Like, it could just be a narcissistic thing. The intent matters in this particular thing. Now we know where the viewfinder is.
So yeah, Amber's been self-feeding for a long time, so I think it's absolutely true that Amber wasn't new to the lifestyle, as you can see here, and that kind of ties into perhaps why Emily didn't have to work very hard to get Amber to eat, because Amber was gonna eat anyway. Like, you don't need to push very much when you're dealing with Amber. She'll eat when she's happy, she'll eat when she's sad, she eats, you know, that's what she does, right? Amberlynn, Hungry Read, am I right?
Under that name. Because under this new alias, someone posted that Amber was not new to the feeder lifestyle. And normally, that'd just be another random internet comment. Except people clicked the profile, and the URL traced back to Emily's original account. So now...
It's wildly dangerous to talk about things you really don't know about because your philosophy doesn't qualify you. Yeah, it is a point of contention that I have with Rachel, because I don't necessarily think that you need to be qualified to talk about everything. I'm not a qualified psychologist yet. I do a lot of behavioral analysis, although I make it very clear that this is from my perspective and what I'm talking on is lived experience, right? So I'm sharing my experience. I am of a firm belief that you need to have either have the educational background or the experience background. Rachel has neither. And I think that that's where the problem is happening. And she doesn't, because I say she doesn't know what she doesn't know, she doesn't even know that she doesn't have enough of a perspective on it. That's how much she doesn't know. She's such a hypocrite. Yeah, and it's problematic. Like, I think there's a lot of topics that you could talk about where an education or an experience background doesn't matter because it's trivial or just not that deep. But the topics that she's choosing to talk about, she has no clue at all. And she doesn't realize that she's alienating actual victims of some of these topics by doing this. She thinks she's right and infallible, yeah. But do you notice how often she leans into referencing other creators as her proof? Yeah, like almost referencing a journal article, but it's not, it's a channel. Which I guess would be fine, but it's the way it's presented, isn't it? Because you could almost say, oh, this creator suggested this, so that's one option, or this creator suggested this, and that's another option. Lived experience is where it's at, 95%. Yeah. Oh, well, in my case, because, like, if you've noticed, although the people that I cover are different, they actually all share one aspect, and that is arrested development. And that is the core of my channel and my lived experience. Outside of that, some other factors can change, but I know that I've lived it and I've beat it. And so that's why I talk about it, because I want to share that with people who are still struggling through it. It's a shit place to be and it's hard to get out of it. So that's why I do that. But Rachel doesn't appear, I'm not going to say she doesn't have it, but she does not appear to have any grounding in experience at all in any of these topics, except maybe weight loss, maybe. You're very strong-willed, and you look back and see how naive you were. Oh, that hits my heart. Even though you've lived a hard life, I feel that so deeply. People will be like, what a baby. You kind of think of yourself at the peak of your evolution until you realize and get humbled where you're like, no, I knew nothing. And now I'm just going to continue to assume I know nothing and keep growing through that. The difference between Rachel and I in a nutshell, she doesn't know what she doesn't know. I know what I don't know. And so I'm actively filling in the blanks. You have to identify the repeated abusive language to remove yourself from situations. Yeah. I am so sorry. I'm like fully missing an entire conversation that's happening here with Girl Please. Can somebody give me a TLDR? Because it seems like it matters and I want to be involved. She's missing that part of the brain. No, I don't like to say missing the part because all of this is learnable, right? This is all just skills and it's putting things into practice. Rachel hasn't practiced this part. She has the ability to. It's just that right now she's in a state where she's got blinkers on and she doesn't want to acknowledge that there's anything wrong with how she's conducting herself. And that's a problem. Until she's open to learning, she's just not going to be able to move past that. Jawbones deleted the leaked video. Oh. Wait, what? Nothing's happening? At least nothing serious? Okay, all right, good. Just checking, Girl Please. I care. I wanted to make sure you're okay. You just have to say you realized today that in one of the first LCU shows, ALR insisted people call her Amberlynn, not Amber. Now they pretty much always call her Amber. It just gives you a teensy bit of joy. Jawbone is a bussy. That's the first time I've ever said that word, Girl Please. You made me do it. Congratulations. He just thinks he's the shit because Snowflake and them name drops him.
Suddenly, this isn't just internet gossip. This is looking like someone forgot to switch accounts before speaking freely.
So I was talking about how you guys found a comment. She had commented on 2 different videos. And I said that you had confirmed it was Emily. So can you explain how you actually confirmed that it was her?
When Tommy was first in the Discord under the account that people had confirmed heard in the VC speaking, it was under a YouTube account that was linked, right?
Sorry if there's a weird cut there. I just had to deal with my WhatsApp popping up on my laptop.
For the YouTube account is the one for...
I know that we're all still side-eyeing Snowflake, and Katz has actually sent me a whole bunch of really cool things to look at that I haven't had a chance to look at yet surrounding him. And so I will be just digging in to see if there's anything that I can make a video on, because the associations that Snowflake is making is sus. Because I know that he talks to Hector Kana as well. That was confirmed in one of the comments in one of Hector Kana's videos. And mixing that with the fact that he's just barely skirted some of this controversy, I don't know, he's really good at keeping his nose clean. Like, being in it, but also not. Why was that information that Rachel just said about WhatsApp important? I don't know. In all honesty, I'm really sorry, but I'm paying more attention to all of you. I'm very taken with the chat today. Yeah, side-eyeing so hard your eyeballs hurt. I used to love Snowflake. I know, me too, me too. And I don't know, I'm really in a conflicted state at the moment because I know that there is so much smoke around him that it's starting to go, well, surely there is fire. But that's a risky attitude to have as well. And at the same time, I'm like, but he was one of the OGs for me, so I don't want to hate him. I really don't. And it's just, it's awkward. It's very difficult. And I don't know if there's anything tangible there yet, but I'll let you know. Snowflake is like Rachel in that he wants to be regarded as a subject matter expert. He wants to be seen as connected in the know. I liked how his original documentary videos, though, had such a humble vibe about them, but his more recent actions don't seem to reflect that. Are we going to get virtually hurt again? I don't know. Yeah. You watch him sometimes, but it's like looking for a snake in the grass. Nerve-wracking, but you also feel over the board. You think Snowflake is just a bit immature and likes drama and gossip too much? Well, if that's his biggest fault, then, you know, so be it. Also, hello, clowns. Hi. Oh, look, you're nearly hatching. Oh, cute.
For the Simbot one, it didn't change because they just changed the name. You can see the URL is the same Tommy account that was the one linked in the Discord.
So I sent tech proof that's, so what happened was,
Oh, cool. Katz is still here. I thought you might have gone. Yeah, so Katz, by the way, everybody, I don't know if you know, but Katz Girl World Chat actually has a podcast and has covered Snowflake. So I don't know, maybe we could link that channel, LV, but yeah, it's, I just haven't had a chance to look at it yet, so I don't have an opinion at this point.
someone days ago found out that Tommy changed her whole name, whole picture. I told her to do it.
The person who clocked that is a very smart individual indeed.
People were harassing her. I want to say over a week. I don't know. It's been like maybe a week or so. She changed her @ and she changed
That is the name, LV. That's the channel.
her name probably way longer than a week. But a few days ago, people found it out. Like, it is honestly the creepiest thing I've ever seen. I do not know how. Yesterday,
I mean, the name was Tommy backwards. Like, come the fuck on. It's not exactly
I
hard.
was I was in Lolcow Hero. And during that time, my girlfriend was actually like sledding or tubing or something. I don't know. But I'm looking at the chat while I'm literally in Lolcow. And there's my girlfriend's name, and I just get so confused. And then I process, okay, so they're not speaking like her. They're like saying things that she would never say. I realized
she absolutely would say that. She's already shown that she can't be trusted. I have a suspicion that her and Emily have actually broken up, and she's just trying to save face and pretend that they're still together.
Rachel. No, Rachel. Too close. Far too close. Why are you theorizing as a woman who's flirted with this other woman about their relationship status? There's no way that Rachel can do this without looking sus as Clark. Oh, it's Cat's chat. Okay, cool. Yeah. Putting your boy to bed. Hopefully the stream is still going when he's passed out. Depends how fast he falls asleep, but hopefully. See you soon, Amanda. Thank you so much. She's got her fingers crossed so hard. She's like, please let it be true. Do you think, though, my nuggets, do you think Rachel really does want them to break up so that, you know, Rachel can continue talking to Emily? Or do you think it's just more that, like, she enjoys being the puppet master over their relationship? I'm not super sold, because I feel like the Puppet Master one makes sense if you think she's obsessed with Amber. And I'm so sorry, I've forgotten who it was, I don't have it in front of me, made the single white female reference, which I think is so on point if you think she's obsessed with Amber. If you think she's kind of romantically interested in Emily, then it would make sense that you think she's hoping they break up. You think Rachel has more fun messaging with them? Yeah, so just like messing with them, generally speaking. You think she has a thing for Amber? Joke. Okay, yeah. I'm asking because I legitimately can't decide myself. I'm interested to know what you all think. You think she likes to do right, and if it happens, she can say, I told you so. I'm so smart. That sounds plausible. She hates that Emily would pick Amber over her. It's an ego thing. She would dump Emily anyway. It's just ego feeding. Yeah. I think this is a sunk cost fallacy for Rachel. She put all of her reputation on the line, and now she's just vindictive. Oh, it could be. Yeah, just hateful. Rachel humiliating ALR is part of the humiliation predilection. That I kind of wonder that too, as well. Smit chat a lot. Smit. No, that was dyslexia. Smit shallow. Charlotte? Here I am, butchering names. Hello, welcome. I haven't seen you before. But yeah, something is going on, though. I think we can all agree. Something is weird here. Something is unhealthy here. We're just not super sure on the motivation or intent. Your opinion, of course, not fact. I missed it. Rachel comes across as someone who doesn't like change herself. She's definitely insecure in a lot of ways. She likes control and things to be predictable to the point where she tries to control it. I think control is a factor too. Yeah, my opinion too. Not objective fact. Just speculation.
The fact that Emily would comment on something and call Zay pretty is very obviously Emily. It's the kind of thing Emily would do, like purposefully piss Amber off. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's just let them keep explaining.
Okay, someone made a fake profile. So my girlfriend's is no longer the Oak situation type deal, but the person changed it to Tommy Oak because that's what she would always use for like everything. So it's a fake person. It's two fake people. And now when you go to search up, I guess since Zay Zooted, like called it out or whatever, I think the person deleted their account because I can no longer find it.
That was the real her.
All of that sounds like a whole lot of mental gymnastics. And actually, the most likely thing is that it's just Emily. It was just Emily.
That was real Tommy.
That one was real.
That was Tommy. Now, when Tommy changed her YouTube @ it becomes available.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can now take that @ and make it their @ on YouTube. So,
Vera, have you seen Dead Like Me? It's awesome. I have. They did Unalive, my favorite character on that show, unless you're talking about the movie. I was very disappointed with that. But yeah, I love the concept of it. FYI, Zay allegedly is recovering from an EC. Oh, like you mean Eugenia Cooney situation? Is that what you mean? Anyone who will also say, what I do know, this is my opinion, this is my take, I'm not a doctor, I respect, but definitive insults, not so much. I agree. Oh, right, LV. Yeah, I mean, you could kind of see that, I guess, but okay. And I'm guessing that none of that is taken into account with any of these situations. So Emily going in that direction is sus.
So someone made it their @ and then they were commenting, and so that was a different person. That @ was changed. Tommy changed her @ to a different thing that it showed on screen. It was like Sim something.
But
It was
when
Tommy backwards with an S.
when Tommy's account was still in this server, The
was.
URL that I showed was the name that was the YouTube account that was linked. So even if they changed the name on the account, it would still show that as the URL. It still shows the old name.
No, it'll update. If you update your YouTube username, it'll update to whatever your new @ is as the ending. So whoever claims the new @ will then have that as their URL for their profile.
It might be a debatable one.
If you want to solve this immediately, you can have Tommy comment somewhere, right, and send a special message, and you can send that message to Zay and say, "Hey Zay, that's the message you're gonna send," and then boom, there's the YouTube account.
I don't know if she's watching, but I can message her.
If she's watching, she needs to get a fucking life. Like, I'm sorry, but surely she's not watching this. Like, why would she put herself through that with all the crap that's happened and people talking about her? Why is she watching this shit? She still watches my videos. When
Because this is part of it for her. This is part of the predilection for her. Clearly, because she inserted herself into Colleen's life, which was, she was a public figure because of various talk shows. And the other women that we know she's been contacting are all public figures. This is part of it. That's why I am concerned that Rachel hasn't put this together. Rachel makes you stare at the camera like in The Office. Yeah, Rachel. And she's just, when I paused it, about to go on to say that Emily still watches her videos as well. Which, by the way, enjoying that is part of Rachel's thing. It's all just... I mean it when I say that if I were Amber or Emily, I would be so happy and so relieved that Rachel lives so far away. I really mean that. None of this from Rachel is healthy, and it does appear to be escalating. And hopefully Rachel has enough, I don't know, introspection to be able to rein this in. I would like to know what's happening with her girlfriend, because part of me, given this kind of conduct, if I were a betting chicken, I would say that after all of this went down, Rachel's girlfriend was very unhappy. And I think I would guess that they gave it a go for a bit. And when Rachel went missing for a time, I actually think they broke up. And she took some time to gather herself at that point. My guess is that the girlfriend is not in the picture at the moment. What do you all think about that? This is speculation. This is not verified. This is just me putting some puzzle pieces together that I think what's happening. Yes, thank you so much for this. Nobody wants to discuss this. Hello, Diamond Darcy, over on Twitch. Welcome. It is a huge missing piece. It is. And I really respect the fact that the girlfriend wants to stay private. I do, and I would never do digging, and I don't want any of you to do digging into it. Rachel's actions are interesting because she had backed right off until the email. So I feel like something shifted between the original mess going down and the email being sent last month. You like my pun, verified? That was actually coined by one of my Cluckers, Nickelonius, said you should call it verified and unverified. So I do not claim that, but I do use it. This isn't objective fact. No, it's not. Because I am unsure. I don't know their personal lives. I don't want to put myself into their personal lives. I've got my own, and that is enough to handle. You feel the same, and you feel that because Rachel obviously can't take accountability. She's projecting onto Amber. Yeah. Her energy is too out there to have a girlfriend. This would be humiliating. That's what I worry about too. Like, unless they have a relationship that has been defined in that way, that would be different. If everybody's consenting and everybody knows everything, that's one thing. But if they have a more traditional kind of relationship, I don't see how this would be acceptable. And I almost wonder, now that I'm thinking of it, did she go back to covering Amberlynn and Emily not because she wanted to go back to it, but because she felt free to? What if there was a restriction put on her by a girlfriend? I don't want you covering her anymore. Because I don't think that would be an outlandish boundary to set up if you were the partner. Do you? It's a breach of trust. I don't know. That would be an interesting take. Her obsession with ALR getting worse as a way to get proof for her partner that her obsession is justified and that she's right. Tiki Burb with the good takes. Have we ever heard about the girlfriend was all we ever heard about the girlfriend was that she was so hot. Did Rachel ever talk about actual traits about her? No, we know that she smokes sometimes socially, and Rachel finds that so hot. But that's all we kind of know. She was doxxed on the farms, but it's like a hobby morphing into an obsession and taking over your life. That's kind of what I thought too. And that's why I wanted to put in my last Rachel video, you know, the crazy fan with Ariana Grande, because there is a shift in mentality and ownership and entitlement of a fan that goes from one of the ones screaming behind a barrier, you know, telling them how much you love them, to one actually jumping over the barrier to touch them. There is a shift that has happened in that fan's head that is distinct from the other fans, if that makes sense. And what I'm posing is, has Rachel had that happen? And I don't know if you know consciously if that's happening. I've never had that happen, so I don't know what the mechanism is, that like what it feels like. But yeah. My chicken sense is telling me that something has shifted and it's not good. In your opinion, she waited till everything died down, very calculated. And Diamond Darcy, you're on both platforms, thank you. And that was my original take as well, that she kind of waited it out a little bit. She didn't wait long enough, but that's possible as well. All of these, there's so many moving parts that it's really impossible to be able to pin down exactly what's happening. But one thing that I will say, whenever I'm watching these sorts of things, I always pay attention to anything that kind of stands out, that is different from what has been happening. So you kind of, in a sense, establish like a pattern of movements in your head. And then when something breaches that pattern of movements, how autistic am I sounding right now? Anything that breaches that typical pattern of movement is a standout, right? And we had these nice little set of movements, and then the email happened and that stood out. So to me, that says something shifted around that. Something changed. So, yeah. I don't know what it is. But yeah, she gives single white female. It is kind of, yeah. I actually, because somebody in my comment section said that, and I was actually going to use that metaphor and then thought nobody would know what I was talking about. She's a lot like Emily, loving something nefarious for someone's health. It's gross. It is. It is.
No, I got that privacy strike the other day. I might have said this already. There was a second of my video, or a few seconds, where I show Emily's face. She privacy struck the shit out of that, and I was so pissed off because I had to use the fucking crappy YouTube editor to blur her face, but it was fine and YouTube ruled in my favour, whatever. But she had like timestamped where her face was, meaning she had watched the video to find her own face. Get a life. Go do something else. Girl World is not for you. You obviously can't decide if you want to be involved with it or not.
Sorry? Entitled much? I'm so... Emily has every right to look at a video, which, by the way, her face was in the thumbnail, to look and see, am I being used against my consent when I've told this person to stop putting me in their videos? Like, what? Of course she's allowed to privacy strike that. I think it's redundant because she made herself a public figure, but she has a right to do that. You're so entitled, Rachel. Okay, so that statement makes me feel like Rachel feels that she has some manner of ownership over this footage. Vera, add joke to my complaint file. I won't Amber slow stand for this. What did you do, joke? It's a lot more than just finding smoking hot. It's more nefarious. Creeds, if I'm in your complaint file and joke is in your complaint file, I think you're being a little bit racist against Aussies right now. So I counter your complaint file and I submit hate speech. Whoa, lady, if my mug is on a video, you better believe I'm timestamping and striking that, right? Right? Absolutely. Yeah, no, Emily has that right. I do think Emily as an individual is also being ridiculous and engaging in this when she should really just block everything or walk away, but she does have a right to privacy strike her face on a video. And especially since, wasn't it like at Disney or something? Creed's wow.
You're giving total mixed signals, but why the fuck are you watching Lolcow Bus? Like, seriously, why would you watch it? It's so weird. It's like she cannot decide, and she's never been able to decide once and for all if she wants in or if she wants out. It's very odd.
I'm gonna say, can you comment real quick?
Well, we're gonna do it. We're doing it live.
Yes, but just out of respect, we just call her Tommy.
Yeah,
or I do.
If you want to support the show and give that support and let us know what your opinions are.
He commented, "This is the real account." See, I don't know if it's real or the person. I'm scared.
There it goes.
That's the same account.
Where? If that's her, the URL is different.
What's the URL?
YouTube.com /
Look how confused Fupa looks. She's like,
Creed got the giggles. And do you mean the gigs? Yes, if you want to match my husband's nomenclature, it is you've got the gigs.
trying to like a Scooby-Doo, like trying to get clues, like what the hell's going on?
Simot1.
Yeah, that's the real Tommy. That's my girlfriend.
That's the URL you sent.
The fake person is Tommy Oak 26 because when Tommy changes her username, she also changes the app.
I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to fact check this, but
Now Amber says this is just some fake account, and that could be true. Someone could have had an old account and renamed it. But what's interesting is this account didn't just pop up overnight. It's been sitting here since 2014. So either this is a long-standing account that suddenly became relevant, or someone had an old account ready to go. Either way, this isn't some random brand new troll account created 5 minutes ago, and Emily very well could have simply changed the URL.
She could have, but either way, it kind of doesn't matter. It doesn't matter so much whether she made those comments or not. I mean, that does matter if she's calling Amber's.
Oh no, Aqua, you have a confession. Your name is Emily and Go World only says the name with disdain. Oh, here's this. Yay, Emily! That's not with disdain. That's with love and affection. How many of us would think we own Emily if we catfished her? You reckon it's Rachel? Your name is Emily. Oh, that's so pretty.
Zay pretty, then that is quite interesting, but all it does is show that she's super disloyal, but we already knew that she was super disloyal, so either way it kind of makes no difference, you know?
So yeah, I just don't know why. Like, Zay's my op in the LCU, right? That's how we do it around here. So it's like, why would my girlfriend go to Zay's thing and be like, Zay's pretty? Like, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
I mean, it absolutely would happen.
Well, I mean, she did it to Rachel.
Well,
no, that was a different situation.
I mean, was it a different situation? She literally commented on one of my photos saying, "You're nothing like Amber inside and out," or something like that. Your girlfriend thought I was hot. Like, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? It's not my fault, right? I can't help that I'm significant.
Um, okay, so this is something that Rachel has just started doing. Like, it's not my fault over things that is directly due to her actions, so therefore one could place fault. She loves this. This is so twisted. And to like highlight this over and over, I feel like this has come up multiple times in quite a few videos recently. Like, she loves it. Imagine flexing that a word I can't say feet have found you hot. Yeah. Emily is the French equivalent of Emily. I know, but it's such, I don't know. I like the way it sounds. I like the name Emily too. It's not to say I don't, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's cute. We reclaim the name Emily in this chat tonight. Yes, we do. Super weird flex. Super weird.
Significantly hotter than you. That was a joke. Or was it?
What? No, it wasn't a joke, Rachel. It's not. It's like you're the person. Okay, picture this. You're a teenager and you have a crush on someone and you're talking to them and you're like, oh my God, like I would like you. Ha ha ha. You know? This is what we're dealing with here. And it's just a complete and utter cover to say that you actually do like them. Like, it's like being able to tell them in a way, but it's disguised as a joke. So therefore, if they reject you, there's a cover for you. Tegan, catching your first live. Thank you so much. Welcome. We have a fun time in here. Emily thinks Amber is hot too. Not a brag. No. Like a kindergartner pulling someone's hair. Yeah. It is. It's not veiled. It's not cute. It's not subtle. It's not clever. It's gross.
She was flirting with a reaction channel.
We're in a loyal relationship. That's not going to happen.
That's funny. There she goes again. Comedy Lynn, my third favourite Lynn. I would not describe anything about that situation as loyalty. No way.
That's not going to happen.
I don't put anything past her at this point.
I put it all past her.
Well,
Ew, the cockiness. I put it all past her. That was so cringe. She's like, I put it all past her. Would you? Because she failed last time. She's already let you down 15 million times. She clearly has a vast lack of respect for Amber, if we're honest, just based on her behaviour.
But she's too skinny. I mean, clock it. That's true. Clock.
I mean, Amber just called me skinny. That's going to make the title. Thank you very much.
Mama's the bomb!
Tommy likes him big.
Yeah,
We all know this. It's okay.
Speaking of things you might need, I heard you're not going to fan camp anymore.
No, I'm not. So I was only going for Scooter. Like, Scooter really wanted me to go. Like, it was actually
Okay, we're moving into a new chapter here. We are in 3 hours we got through 35 minutes of footage and we skipped some of it. Oh my gosh, that's not good, my nuggets. I'm so sorry to the replay nuggets. It has been a live chat heavy stream for sure. I will attempt to tighten things up a little bit, but yeah, we definitely went on tangents. So what I'm going to do, because I need to stop to go do some chores now, super fun, but we can pick this up again on my Monday or Sunday stream, depending on where it happens in your part of the world. But yeah, we'll continue it unless something else happens in the way. But yeah, we are having fun. We are. I worry though that it's not as entertaining for the replay nuggets. But replay nuggets, if you enjoyed listening to all of these shenanigans, then let me know. But it's challenging. It is legitimately challenging though when the content that we're watching is not as entertaining as watching the chat. I do admit to being distracted and I need to work on that as a streamer. LV. No. No. Oh my gosh. LV. That's my first ever read. And you should not be sending it. You already do so much. So much. You shouldn't be sending me money. Thank you. What do I do with that? My goodness. You watch my replays all the time. You enjoy the chatty people. I'm so glad, Trash Panda. Thank you. Yeah, whoa, LV. That's right. That is officially the biggest super chat. You kicked my previous one was be like water baby, I guess. Thank you. You do what you need to do. My goodness. Yeah, the financial love this session has been off the charts. I don't expect it. I really don't. I appreciate it deeply, so deeply. And you have my promise that it will go to very good things. Maybe even some chicken snacks. Maybe, yeah. Thank you. But we will finish up for today. There will be more live streams. Don't worry. I really enjoy the live streams. I look forward to them. Now I have a really fun lineup of days because like Friday I do my lives. Saturday I actually do the thing that all of you are contributing towards. Then Sunday I get a gaming day, and then Monday I have another live stream. So it's like a 4-day lineup of just epicness for me. This was a well-deserved stream, chatty and donation heavy. You can always tighten up next time. I agree. But see, learning how to live stream is it's a skill set in and of itself. It's independent to like the video editing and things like that. So I'm constantly learning and evolving and trying to make things entertaining for everybody. But made it back just in time, Amanda, to say goodnight. It's been an absolutely epic one. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for all of the gifted memberships and the joined memberships, and thank you so much for the obscene amounts of super chats that you all went way above and beyond. Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you for everybody who was chatting. Thank you for everybody who liked, and thank you to all of my replay nuggets. We're happy to be on this journey with you and watch you evolve. Thank you so much, Mel. There's always so much love in here. I appreciate you all. But for now, my nuggets, that is all the clucks I have left to give. Stay golden, my little nuggets, and I'll catch you next time.